What's up, everybody? Welcome to IGN's pre-show coverage of the Borderlands 3 gameplay reveal event. I'm Damon Hatfield. I'm joined this morning by Tina Amini and Jeremy Acevedo.
Hello.
Good morning, everybody. This is very exciting. This is a game that's 7 years in the making. Borderlands 2 was 2012. It's been a long time coming. The game was finally revealed at PAX East just a couple months ago, and now we're finally going to see gameplay, going to see what Borderlands 3 actually is.
The OG looter shooter.
Yeah, for sure. I'm a big fan of Borderlands. I know you guys are as well. Played a bunch of Borderlands 1 and 2. I actually restarted playing Borderlands 2 just this week because I hadn't played it since it was released in 2012, and it totally holds up. It's so fun.
Yeah, I think Tina and I are like 60 or 80 hours deep into each of the original mainline games.
Yep,
Quite a bit.
I was the unofficial Borderlands nerd back in my Kotaku days. I reviewed everything, 1, 2, pre-sequel, almost all the DLCs. We're deep in it.
Yeah.
I actually reviewed the first one too.
No kidding.
Yeah, way back in the day.
Look at this.
I just played them for fun.
Lucky duck.
So we're about 30 minutes away from that reveal. They're supposed to go live down in LA, actually. We're coming to you from our San Francisco studio right now. And then at 10 a.m. Pacific, they'll go live with their gameplay reveal. And then afterwards, that's supposed to last about an hour, but make sure you stay tuned afterwards because we will have our own live gameplay coming to you from Destin Legary, our own Destin Legary. Down in LA, he's at the event, boots on the ground, and he'll be live streaming Borderlands 3 for you right after the actual gameplay reveal event, which is apparently also live gameplay, I think we're being told. Is that right?
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a pre-taped event. I know it's been 10 years since the first Borderlands, released in 2009. I remember I was at IGN at the time, and that game was it was a big deal. That game, we thought it was so funny and so weird and unique that when you shot people, numbers flew out of them. And now that's like so common. You see that in so many games now. But at the time, it was like, whoa, this game is hardcore.
Next generation.
I think a lot of it was pretty unique at the time.
Yeah.
The aesthetic of it, the way that the loot system worked, the sheer volume of weird things that could happen with the guns that you find was always a surprise. And I, for one, am really happy to see it coming back because I think, as much as I like looty shooty games, as I like to call them,
The official name.
I feel like they're a little too serious sometimes. And the grind, to me, sometimes in some of the other titles feels a little bit of a chore or like work. Whereas in Borderlands, I don't recall it ever really feeling like that. It was always fun. It was always crazy.
Everything's goofy.
It works by yourself. It works with a team. It works with friends. It works with strangers.
There's a gun that yells at you when you shoot it. I think that was 2.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's like, as big a hit as Borderlands has been, it's kind of surprising that there aren't a lot of other games like it. Or that are even sort of
even just art style and like all the kind of creatures that you see along the way too. It's incredibly unique.
I think it truly embraces just being fun for fun's sake at every step of the way. And there isn't really there's not a lot of games that from an open world perspective are doing that.
Yeah, I think you're right. Destiny is sort of operating in the same space, but like you said, I think maybe it takes itself a little more seriously than Borderlands does.
And that might just be due to the specificity of the guns and the upgrades that you must have in order to progress, whereas with Borderlands, the fact that it could really be anything that you find, I think adds a lot more charm and diversity to it, and you don't really have to kind of grind the same things over and over and over again, unless you really want to, tackle a raid boss or something. But.
I think Borderlands is also, like you said, much more satisfying to play solo, single player, than something like Destiny is too. So it delivers on that front for people.
It lets you do either or, but it's always more fun with friends.
It is, yeah.
We're
especially
playing
with the vehicles and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it has been 10 years since Borderlands 1 in 2009, so we thought you might need a little sort of refresher on the story of Borderlands 1. We put together this little piece to sort of get you up to speed. Let's check it out.
So, you ready for another story, huh? This is Pandora, a savage wasteland full of scavengers, soldiers, skags, and psychos. And this is the Vault. Legends told of endless wealth and power hidden beyond its gates. There were many who tried, then failed to unlock its secrets. Meet our Vault Hunters. Guided by a mysterious guardian angel, They would be the first to find the scattered fragments of the vault key. Enter the bad guys. Commandant Steele and her Crimson Lance mercenaries, backed by the evil Atlas Corporation. They stole the assembled key from our heroes so that they might open the vault and claim its power for themselves. Spoiler! This was a bad idea. And though the Vault Hunters saw this as nothing but a disappointment, there was another who saw inspiration. Someone with a much more handsome face. Come and get me.
Well, we are about 24 minutes away from the live gameplay reveal of Borderlands 3, followed directly by some live stream gameplay from IGN's own Destin Legary. Make sure you stick around for that. What you just saw was a recap of the story of Borderlands 1, which is now 10 years old. Can't believe that. Ooh, music cue. Which brings us to Borderlands 2, which was just 3 years after Borderlands 1. A much bigger game and a much bigger success. The first game was successful, but I think Borderlands 2 was much more of a phenomenon, I think. Would you guys agree with that?
Yeah, I think it sold like 16 million copies or something.
Yeah, I believe it's Publisher 2K's best-selling game to date.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
It was something in the millions of guns, and for Borderlands 3, they're saying 1 billion guns.
Billion guns.
That's a number I can't even really wrap my head around.
Yeah.
Like, it's just hard to picture.
Well, when you play Borderlands 3, then maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I guess we're about to find out. But like I mentioned at the top of the show, yeah, I restarted playing Borderlands 2 this week for the first time in 7 years, and it feels so good. It's such a satisfying gameplay loop. They really hit on something there, and I hope they're able to recapture that for Borderlands 3.
You know what watching that preview made me think about, though? Like, if you're a vault hunter and you're still trying to open vaults to this day, aren't you kind of like a sucker? I mean,
Yeah,
really
it's
think
like-
about it. Like,
yeah.
what happens every time you open a vault in these games?
Yeah, it's almost like fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 100 times. Well,
Well, it's a game of probability. There are other things in there. There's
Yeah, I
surely
guess-
some, hard-kept knowledge. And
That's the prevailing theory,
Yep.
and yet, you open the vault in Borderlands 1, you get a giant monster. You open the vault in Borderlands 2, you get a giant monster.
you can loot them, though.
Yeah, I mean, you do get that
get to loot
sweet
them.
pearlescent
Yeah.
loot.
That's a treasure.
So that is a treasure in and of itself, but then you just go and fight a raid boss with it.
yeah. Well, it has been 7 years since Borderlands 2 was released. If you need a quick little recap on the story of Borderlands 2, we've got that for you too. Let's roll this.
Pandora. A savage, desolate wasteland of a planet. That is until its legendary vault was forced open and the priceless alien mineral iridium grew across the world. Enter the greedy tyrant, CEO of Hyperion, Handsome Jack. With a fortune made from harvesting iridium, he set his sight on a new vault. The Vault of the Warrior. Rumors of this new vault lured a band of brave fools. The new Vault Hunters, seeking their fortunes on Pandora. Jack was set on eliminating all competition and tried to have them killed, but they survived and joined the Crimson Raiders in their crusade against Hyperion. With the Guardian Angel on their side, they seemed well on their way to glory. But the Angel was not all she appeared to be. She double-crossed the Vault Hunters, tricked them into sabotaging the Crimson Raiders, and gave Jack the upper hand. Realizing she was being used as his pawn, she turned on Handsome Jack. The Vault Hunters learned that Angel was no machine, as they had believed, but one of the 6 sirens, and imprisoned by her father, Jack. He injected her with iridium to charge the Vault Key. In a valiant effort to stop Jack's plan, she sacrificed herself. Enraged by the death of his daughter and determined not to fail, Jack captured another siren, Lilith, and forced her to charge the Vault Key and awaken the warrior. For you see, his vault was no mere treasure chamber, but a resting place for an ancient Iridian construct, an alien colossus, to be controlled by whoever woke it with the power of the key. Kill.
All right, we're about 20 minutes away from the live gameplay reveal of Borderlands 3, which will be followed directly by some live stream gameplay from IGN's own Destin Legary. That was a quick recap of the story of Borderlands 2, which of course brings us to Borderlands 3, which was just revealed very recently at PAX East. They had a big reveal trailer. How did the trailer strike you? Some people, obviously, a lot of fans are really excited. Some people thought it seemed very similar to Borderlands 2. They were maybe a little surprised by that since it's been 7 years, so long since the release of that game.
I think any similarity kind of comes down to just reintroducing fan favorite characters and also kind of culminating the story on what a siren is. I think we know, we've seen like 5 sirens, right? I can think of like, was there like Maya, Lilith, Angel,
Yeah, exactly.
Commandant Steele, and then we've got this new character. But I don't know how that works, right? Like, what are they really? If one is killed, does another person just become one? Can you steal their power or take it, as it seems to imply maybe in the trailer? I know we did a trailer breakdown where we kind of dove into that a little bit. But I think what this story will probably do is kind of tie up some of those loose ends and maybe even introduce us to who and what an Iridian is.
Sure.
Yeah, it's about time we get some kind of information on that, especially because the vaults have always been circulating around them. But that was the cool thing about the PAX East reveal trailer, was there was actually a lot like hidden in there. So we had information on like new classes and some new abilities, and it showcased a lot of that stuff.
They know what they're doing. They knew how much fun we would have kind of picking through it and kind of, you know,
they
making
hit a
up
lot in
theories
there
and everything.
Well, we do have that Borderlands 3 reveal trailer breakdown we can roll for you. But first, let's take a look at the actual Borderlands 3 reveal trailer. right, we're about 15 minutes out from the reveal of gameplay for Borderlands 3. That was a look at the first trailer that was revealed at PAX East a couple months ago. What do you guys think? I agree it looks similar to Borderlands 2, but I think enough time has passed that that's okay. I'm kind of
To me, it looks so much
excited.
more advanced.
I mean, we have guns with legs, people.
There are now guns with legs.
Yeah, talk about advanced.
Just imagine what that means. Like, if you can have guns with legs, could you also have a gun that shoots you at the bad guys?
Yeah.
Could you have a rocket
Guns with
launcher
arms
that
is the
shoots
next edition.
smaller rocket launchers that then shoot bigger rocket launchers, defying
Yeah.
the laws of physics in the
Exactly.
process?
Yeah.
rocket launcher
That's what you want out of
launcher.
Borderlands.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think there's a lot to unpack from that first look at Borderlands 3. So we put together sort of a deep dive, breaking down all the secrets that we were able to pull out of the reveal trailer. Let's take a look at that.
Lootless years, Borderlands 3 has finally revealed its big, beautiful face with a lengthy reveal trailer that shows off a ton. There are new worlds, new vault hunters, new enemies, and yes, new guns. We're going to point out all the new and returning aspects that we can find. First, let's start with the new big bads of the series. Presumably, these are the leaders of a cult known as the Children of the Vault. The Children of the Vault, not to be confused with the Marvel Comics group of the same name, are an enemy faction new to Borderlands. Sort of. By sort of, I mean they seem to be made up of psychos and other enemies we've encountered in the series before. Also, while this cult will make their official series debut in Borderlands 3, this isn't the first time we've seen them. They actually appeared in the Borderlands Origins comics way back in 2012 and were also referenced in some DLC for Battleborn, Gearbox's 2016 hero shooter, along with the tease of going to Promethea and something about the scientist Tannis perhaps not being who she says she is. Okay, back to these two. At a glance, it's probably safe to say that she's one of the last few sirens based on the markings on her arm. Now, sirens are generally female, but if you take another look at this guy, the lead singer of your weird cousin's goth metal band, he looks like he has some red glowing siren runes on his face, which would indicate that he's somehow managed to acquire siren abilities. Oh, and he has a giant mech arm. Sweet. It also appears his name could be Troy, based on the propaganda poster outside the camp. What's a Borderlands game without some of the original Vault Hunters? Here we can see Lilith, the playable siren in the original Borderlands, and your ally in Borderlands 2 making a return. Later in the trailer, we see her apparently struggling with the cult leaders as she crawls towards what looks like a vault key. Another big detail here is that Lilith's siren runes are missing from her arm and chest. It seems as though she may have been stripped of her powers. Is it possible these two cult leaders have the ability to siphon the powers of sirens to use for their own? Fast forward a little more and we have Mordecai, Brick, and an all-grown-up Tiny Tina, who's clearly still a kid at heart as she carries around this plush. We don't know exactly how much time has passed, but she seems to be at least out of her teens, so it's safe to assume it's been almost a decade or so since the events of Borderlands 2. But more importantly, what's a Borderlands game without new Vault Hunters? As with each Borderlands game, there are 4 new hunters to choose from. It's no different here. Starting from the left, we have our newest siren, Amara, packing skills such as phase locking, shifting, and a whole lot of hands that looks to end in a giant electric explosion. Next to her, we have what appears to be a more stealth-based class. As you can see here, he can summon a duplicate version of himself likely meant to distract enemies, just like Zero was able to do in Borderlands 2. Next, this hunter looks as though he has the ability to summon beasts to fight alongside him. Notice the eye on the skag here, it's very similar to the mask this hunter wears. Also of note is the color coordination between the skag, spider ant, and the new beast that looks kinda like a bullymong but with fewer arms. Perhaps it's a sort of necromancer class akin to Diablo and slain enemies can be brought back to fight. Finally, we come to the character that was teased back at GDC in 2017, who has the ability to summon a mech that digitizes into the world and is fully controlled by the player. Rewind a little and we can see here that another player is able to jump on its back and seize control of its minigun. Let's take a look at the setting, or perhaps more accurately, settings. This time around, it appears we'll be leaving Pandora, but not permanently, since we can see a lot of the arid Badlands throughout the trailer. That said, looking at some of the quick flashes of never-before-seen locations, it's clear some of these are different worlds, most notably this sprawling metropolis. It's like something taken straight out of Blade Runner, but with the saturation turned way up. Our guess is that this is Promethea. While references in past games state that Promethea's living conditions aren't anything to write home about, it could be central to the many corporations in the Borderlands universe. Let's just hope this city is fully explorable. We also get a look at this swampy area that looks like it was ripped out of Hunter's Grotto from the Borderlands 2 DLC Sir Hammerlock's Big Game Hunt. Speaking of Hammerlock, he's back! Seen alongside someone who appears to be Aurelia. Aurelia is a playable character that debuted in DLC for the pre-sequel. We aren't exactly sure who this is next to her. Perhaps an aged Vaughn from Tales from the Borderlands? Speaking of, if we take it back some more, we can see Tales from the Borderlands as Reese, the former Hyperion employee who's now the owner and CEO of Atlas. To his right is Zero, the playable assassin in Borderlands 2. And to his left is what appears to be a Crimson Lance soldier. Which makes sense since the Crimson Lance is a privatized military force run by Atlas. Among some other returning characters we see is the arms dealer Marcus Kincaid, Patricia Tanis, and of course everyone's favorite CL4P TP unit, Claptrap. Finally, we come to the various enemy combatants in the new trailer. There are plenty of returning bad guys, of course, like Psychos, Goliaths, Varkids, and of course that Crimson Lance soldier we mentioned earlier. We also see a few new enemy types too. There's that primate fellow we already covered, but the real star of the show is this huge dino-esque beast. Considering its skull is huge and tough looking, it's likely that its only crit spot will be when it opens its mouth to spew flames at you, similar to that of a skag, but, you know, with fire. Perhaps the most important new enemies shown are these robots. Right off the bat, it's apparent they are likely aligned and operated by the Malawan Corporation thanks to their orange, white, blue, and hexagonal patterns, which are identical to Malawan-branded guns. The little floating servitor-style orbs hovering next to it appear to be a helper of sorts, though whether or not that means it heals them during combat or will just shoot at you as a distraction is unclear. So there are all the most important details we noticed in the Borderlands 3 reveal. Did you see anything we left out? Let us know in the comments below, and for more on Borderlands 3 now that it's finally real, stay right here with IGN.
All right, we're about 8 minutes out from the Borderlands 3 gameplay reveal. That was a deep dive into the Borderlands 3 reveal trailer that we just saw, but we actually got some new details on the game this week, thanks to a couple of leaks, isn't that right?
Accidentally,
Right.
yeah.
What do we think is like the most tantalizing information?
Well, I mean, there wasn't a lot in that random gameplay clip that leaked. It was mostly just wandering around and looking at different loot. And I think the biggest thing to me is that it seems like there's going to be 2 firing modes on at least some of the weaponry, because we saw like a switch between elemental modes.
Sure.
That would actually be huge because there's a lot of instances where you're facing multiple different kind of enemy types that require different kinds of elemental damage, but you only have the 4 slots.
Yep.
And sometimes you just don't have the right quality of gun.
Gives you
for
that
every single
second
one.
step.
Yeah, if you had that little bit of extra, then that's like less time that you're spending futzing around in your menus. That's less time you're spending, messing around in your inventory. It just makes you better prepared for sort of any encounter. So if that really is how it works, I would find that very welcome.
I wonder if the multiple firing modes for every gun is how they're arriving at the billions of guns.
It could be on a variation of that, yeah, since they're just like swaps of different things. But actually, if you look at the Borderlands website, there's a lot of stuff that's just kind of hidden in plain sight. And it's there's a description of Malawan guns that says that that's the specific ability. So that effectively confirms what that gameplay clip was revealing, that there's going to be multiple firing modes.
Interesting. That's very cool.
Does that indicate that it's limited to Malawan guns, or?
It seems to be. I think it's an elemental specific thing, because all the ones that we saw with the 2 firing modes were just swaps between elements.
Interesting.
And there was a new element too in one of the descriptions. It was like a radiation
replacing
element.
slag, maybe.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, they had already revealed that slag would be going away, so this seems like the replacement element.
What about the prospect of visiting different planets?
Thank God, finally.
Had enough of Pandora?
Yeah, had enough of Pandora. There will certainly still be moments of Pandora, because, as Ryan McCaffrey in our breakdown said, there's like arid Badlands in the background. But yeah, Promethea is what we're assuming is that like sprawling cityscape. Should be really fascinating, especially because back during Battleborn Easter eggs, and I think it was like PAX East several years ago, 3 years ago or so, there were like little Easter eggs that were indicating Promethea would be the next place that we would be visiting, and it had all to do with the Children of the Vault. Sorry, not the Children of the Vault. Children of the Vault? Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Children of the Vault. I got it right. Okay. Like 2 on the nose.
Yeah, I think it's it looks like there's a lot of different environments, which is really welcome because sometimes the one thing about maybe the first game, less so the second game, is that it gets a little bit samey.
Sure.
When you're just on Pandora all the time, it's just like
it's all dusty,
dusty desert.
Yeah.
which at the time was a very unique aesthetic, but being able to also incorporate this sort of like the swamp and the city, which is not something that we see a lot of, and all those other kind of things, I think gives you a lot more variety.
Promethea is also the spot where Atlas Corporation was manufacturing a lot of their weapons. And if you look at the website, there's another screenshot of what looks to be Promethea, and it has an Atlas Corporation like logoed building somewhere. So clearly we're going to get a little bit more involved there.
Well, so vehicles are a big part of Borderlands. Are you anticipating actually like flying to these different locations, or in real time, or do you think it's more of a fast travel warp speed type of?
Well, if it's anything like Borderlands 1 and 2, it'll just be a fast travel system, but who knows, there was actually
a flying vehicle.
Yeah, it would be very
Even
cool.
if it were just a hovering vehicle, it'd be fine.
Especially if we're going to different planets, it makes sense that we would have to have some kind of like segue to that area.
There's a new voice actor playing Claptrap.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yeah, there was some backlash online, but I think it's too premature. There was like 2 sentences.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we got to give him a chance.
Although, I mean, but that is a pretty important character.
Absolutely.
He's important. He's a great character.
With a unique voice.
With a unique voice. But it wouldn't be the first time that we've seen different voice actors take over roles. It happens all the time in animation. It happens a little bit less so in video games, only because they're spaced out a little bit more. But it's not unprecedented in any way, shape, or form.
Of course. And then what's this detail about this? Included in this leak, there's now like a power level associated with every weapon, which is similar to the way the Division 2 handles loot, which is like I think an easier way at a glance to sort of know if this weapon is better than what you have already, right?
Welcome addition. I mean, I'm the kind of person who likes to dissect every little aspect, and it seemed like there's a new little piece of statistic there too, which is handling. So I mean, I'm going to comb through and look at those things in a detailed way. But if you're the kind of person who just wants to quickly swap, especially you're in the middle of a big battle, it's a good way of detecting which is the better weapon.
Anything that they can do to make it easier to suss out which weapon is better, like when you're playing
among
multiplayer.
the billions.
If I'm playing by myself, I'll like fart around in the menus for like an hour and waste a ton of time. But there's no way I could get away with that if I'm playing with my friends.
Yeah, you just want to keep leveling up essentially.
That's a good point. And Jeremy, you're saying you're hoping for some sort of inventory improvements, a better way to manage your inventory.
Well, personally, I feel like unlimited inventory would be really tight, but
it is true. Like,
it's probably not going to get it.
You have 2 firing modes. What do you need unlimited inventory
for? 2 firing modes, being able to easily identify what is even worth picking up. Like, there's a lot of little quality of life improvements that it seems like they're making. I'm happy with anything that I can get.
Yeah. We're just a couple minutes out from the gameplay reveal for Borderlands 3. As soon as the live show begins, we'll throw you over there. Make sure you stay tuned afterwards for a live gameplay stream from IGN's own Destin Legary. But what do you guys think? Are there any other sort of like big hopes and dreams you guys have for this game?
Oh, lots. I mean, we already talked about the Iridians and how we want to meet them and see what they're all about, because we've been kind of dancing around this whole thing. Like, why do they have monsters hidden in vaults? And, what kind of doomsday scenario were they preparing for, apparently?
Yeah, I want to learn more about like what even is in the vaults.
Yeah, aside from the monsters.
Yeah.
What is an Iridian? Can we meet one? Can we play as one?
Yeah.
Or at least have one as a sidekick? There's. I want to know what's up with. We talked about D. Antwoord over here. Troy and what's her name?
Tyrene.
Yeah.
And he's got the tattoos like he's a siren. Like, I don't know if he is a siren or if he's just like a poser or what's going on there. But
Siren poser.
I have a lot of questions that I want to have answered.
How do you guys like to play Borderlands? I'm playing as Zero in Borderlands 2 right now, because I like to be a little bit stealthy, snipe people whenever I can. What about you guys?
Oh, definitely Siren all the way.
Yes.
I've played both games, all 3 actually, with those abilities, and seeing how they're so a part of the main story too. I'm really excited to be part of that class.
I'm sort of undecided on this new one because all of the new characters have pretty unique skill sets that we haven't seen before for the most part.
Yeah.
Being able to digistruct a mech and then have your buddy ride on it seems awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Being able to make clones of yourself seems really awesome. I liked playing as sort of like an engineer, gadgeteer type person in role-playing games quite often.
Yeah.
Although in the first Borderlands, I played Mordecai almost predominantly because I thought the bird was OP.
Yep.
Yes.
And in the second one, I actually played as Axton quite a bit because the options that I had for distraction and healing and all that kind of stuff made him really good in a team but not that many people would pick him in a team.
Yeah.
So
There are also rumors that it's going to be like 3 main class abilities that you can choose from, as opposed to the previous games. So there's some like skill trees, again, hidden on the Borderlands website. Tons of information there,
Yeah, for
apparently.
sure.
yeah, I'm hoping for like a lot of flexibility
Yeah.
with that. Like if my version of Vault Hunter could be very different from yours or Tina's,
Sure.
I think that would be a lot of fun.
Cool. All right, looks like they are going live down at the event for the gameplay reveal of Borderlands 3. Everybody enjoy the show. Stay tuned afterward for a live gameplay stream from Destin's own IGN Zone.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Borderlands 3 gameplay reveal event. Please welcome to the stage Borderlands 3 creative director Paul Sage. And please welcome to the stage Gearbox software founder, me, Randy Pitchford. How's it going, you guys? Thank you for joining us here in Hollywood, California, as we share Borderlands 3 gameplay for the very first time. It's hard to believe that 10 years ago, Borderlands ushered in the shooter looter. I mean, and here we are. We're about here to experience Borderlands 3. It's been about 5 years since the Gearbox software development team started working on this game, and we are so excited to be here to share it with you today.
Now, I know everybody's used to hearing me and Randy speak on behalf of the team. Today, I'd like to introduce you to some of the rest of the talent behind Borderlands.
It's the Borderlands 3 team, you guys. Thank you, guys. These developers on stage include people that have been with Borderlands from the very beginning when we first created the shooter-looter genre. And there are many folks, lots of great talent that's joined with us along the way. And all of us here have been working together with our peers back at Gearbox Frisco HQ and Gearbox Studio Quebec. And we are thrilled to be here to finally share our work. If you've ever enjoyed a Borderlands game, or if you're looking forward to Borderlands 3, if you'll indulge me one more time, show this team, show this talent what you think. Thank you, guys. All right, we're gonna say goodbye to the team for now. They're gonna be joining us again in a bit because each of you are gonna have an opportunity later to go hands-on with Borderlands 3, and this team, we're all gonna be with you, helping you out. So thank you, guys.
Hey, Jeremy, Daquan, can you guys hang behind and play the game?
Jeremy and Daquan are going to be playing right here. I'm not sure if you guys have been to an event like this before, but all of this is made possible because of our publishing partner, 2K Games, and they've had support from our hardware technology partner, AMD, powered by Ryzen and Radeon. And we have incredibly badass AMD hardware there, powered by Ryzen and Radeon, and Paul and I wanted to put that AMD hardware to the test with a PowerPoint. So, can we start the presentation?
Yeah. So, we prepared a presentation on what the next Borderlands game will be.
You're looking at an engine-rendered image from the very beginning of Borderlands 3. Look at the environment. It's Pandora. The art, the style. The goal was to try to create an image that was fresh, but also familiar. We wanted to look forward and taking full advantage of today's technology in a way that respects that one-of-a-kind art direction known throughout the video game world as the Borderlands art style.
Okay, let's be honest, this isn't an actual screenshot from the game. What you're looking at is the game. Now, we've skipped past the logos and a lot of the introductions because we felt that the most honest way to bring the game to you today was to start from the very beginning. So with that, let's play some Borderlands 3.
Hey, you must be the new recruit. I am a CL4PTP steward bot, but you can just call me General Claptrap of the Crimson Raiders! What's your name?
Amara.
Thanks. I'll pre-order your tombstone just in case. Now, those jerks who tried to murder you are the Children of the Vault, a bandit cult who follow their creepy leaders with blind devotion. Which reminds me, if you're going to obey my every beck and call, you'll need an Echo device. Try it out. I rinsed it off myself. The Echo 3. Slightly more powerful than the Echo 2, and twice as expensive. Besides, the Echo 2 had a tiny issue with spontaneous combustion, so they rebranded those as grenades. Now listen up, recruit. Lilith ordered us to take over a Children of the Vault propaganda center. Time to show those culty weirdos that no one messes with the Crimson Raiders. Follow me, recruit, to glory!
So Lilith's ordered us to take over the recruitment center of the Children of the Vault. In the introduction that we skipped, you would learn that the Children of the Vault is a new cult that's emerged on Pandora. Siren, Lilith, and the Crimson Raiders are recruiting new Vault Hunters. That's you, that's us. And we are to investigate the Children of the Vault cult and discover who their mysterious leaders are.
Before we wreak our righteous vengeance, you'll need to register your Echo at this quick change. Once we defeat the cult, I'll be famous. And when I'm signing autographs, I need you looking sharp while defending me from my legions of fans/stalkers.
All right, now as you can see here, we're playing as Amara, and she's a powerful Siren warrior. And like Claptrap mentioned, we're in the quick change, where it's up to you how you want your character to look. So you can change Amara and change her emotes, obviously. Okay. All right, let's keep playing for now, guys.
A user agreement? Boring. Don't worry, corporations have our best interests at heart. Except Dawn. And Hyperion. And never mind. The propaganda center is this way. A locked gate? No! This can't be happening! The entire mission is ruined! Think, Claptrap, think! You're brave and powerful, and people always do what you tell them to! That's it! Recruit, get that gate open! That's an order from your superior officer!
So obviously, you're getting a glimpse here on how we use the beginning of the game to make sure players are up to speed on how first-person video games work. We can validate that players understand how to navigate the environment and interact with it.
You did it! Best recruit ever! But don't get cocky.
We'll even be able to know that a player's learned how to crouch and how to slide. You gotta make sure you can jump. And if you miss, that you can mantle up and climb the higher ledges.
Propaganda center is up ahead. Those cultists have been killing Crimson Raiders left and right. They totally suck skag balls. But I've got a foolproof plan to kick their culty asses.
So as with most games, we're using the beginning to make sure that we teach the fundamentals. We're also setting the tone of the game, right? Just like our unique art style, we want people to feel right away what we believe helps to make Borderlands special, a style of writing that's both irreverent and genuine.
I hit a weapons cache nearby. Stay quiet and follow my every move. It's stealth time. Stealth time. Gonna walk over here and gonna go over here super duper quiet. Tiptoeing over here. Gonna spin around like so. So quiet. So super duper duper quiet. Oh, that's a bit too loud. Stealth time. Perfect. Once we complete our mission, Lilith has to promote me to Super General. Stand back!
So we're throwing stealth out the window?
Relax. On Pandora, it's actually super weird if something's not exploding. Now take your gun, recruit. You're gonna need it. These guns, like myself, aren't beholden to their primary function. I can dance and sing. And some guns now include an alternate shooting mode. Try it out. Follow me, recruit.
All right, so as Claptrap just mentioned, in order to stay competitive, some of our gun manufacturers have added alternate firing modes. And if we look here, we can see that we have a Vladoff pistol. And if we just fire regularly, we just fire bullets. But if we switch our alternate firing modes, we fire off micro missiles. Now later in the game, you'll find guns that can switch between ice bullets and fire bullets, or you might find guns that have a chain gun on top, but when you switch firing modes, it'll shoot out grenades. It gets pretty crazy, and then players who maximize alt firing modes will have like twice the guns available than they had to start with.
Wait here. I'll talk my way in, become their king, and then you'll surprise slaughter them in cold blood. Watch and learn, recruit. Hello? Anyone there?
This is Shen, holy influencer of the children of the vault. What do you want, Crampot?
Hello, bloodthirsty maniac. It is I, Claptrap, Slayer of the Destroyer, and Super General of the Crimson Raiders. We have you completely surrounded. Open the gates now, and perhaps I will be merciful.
Yeah. Let me think about that.
They might call themselves children of the vault, but they're still bandits, and bandits are incredibly stupid.
Okay, we're going to surrender. Please don't kill us, Crampot.
That's what I thought. Open the doors immediately for your new king.
Easy. I'm coming out. Just wait right there.
We did it. I did it. Another victory for the Crimson Raiders. Hey, I feel funny. What's happening to me? Ah! Ow! This is all sorts.
In the name of the
See the degrading cover?
Looky what we got here!
Oh. Borderlands 3 is rated M for mature, right?
Put these bullets into the bad guys. That's a direct order.
There was the sweat.
Accept your power! You're gonna be my new chamber bot! I'm gonna boop in your head!
Oh! Recruit!
I know Claptrap can be a little claptrap, but he's still one of us. We're gonna have to save him. I'll be there soon.
So let's see if we can find some loot. I saw over near that door. I saw a red chest. It looks like a trunk of a car. What do we got here? What else is there? Oh, that's interesting.
All right, so we can see that this weapon has high accuracy, higher handling. Let's look at the other one. All right, and this weapon has higher damage and a higher reload time. So it's either finesse or brute force in this case.
So what do you guys think? Should we shoot from the hip or should we go with that badass scope? I think you guys said scope, but I heard you know what? Take both of them. We'll try the scope and then we'll switch. Oh, that's pretty badass. These are like level 1 guns too. Oh.
It's my suffering! The blow of life
Oil's flammable.
Recruit, there's no way your supple and delicate body can survive a showdown with Shiv unprotected. Look around for a shield.
Okay, we need a shield. This is an area mission, so if we look around, we should be able to find some somewhere. Not in the skag pile.
Daquan, you on this? All right.
That looks promising. Oh, there we go. 77. 105, that's better. Take that one.
You got a shield. Now you're invincible. Not really, but it just might keep Shiv from killing you in one hit. Now let's get you in there, recruit. Hey, Shiv! All your dumb friends are dead. I challenge you to a trial by combat. But because I'm stuck to this magnet, my loyal champion shall vanquish you in my stead.
Come on in, heretic! I haven't met my sacrifice quota for the day!
So I know you guys are getting ahead of me. You can know what's coming next. This is our first mini boss fight. Daquan, you ready? We're flying without a net here, no god mode, so let's do it. Nice. Oh God. Oh! Oh my God. Oh, that was awesome.
Score one for the Crimson Raiders. You and Claptrap secure the area. I'm on my way.
This game's dynamic, so it's like different every time they play it. That was like the best kill ever. I'm glad you guys got to see that. Oh, look at that.
Recruit, are you dead? If not, get me down. The controls are on the second floor.
Now you'll notice that Daquan picked up the shotgun that Shiv dropped. We think it's really important that your moment of victory should have a subsequent reward to it right at that moment. So of course you can pick up gear right away.
All right, dude. Daquan has the same affliction I have, where you have to open every single freaking chest. This is a demo. We can just, yeah. All right. It's so tempting, those green lights.
Controls are on the second floor.
Oh, Claptrap's nagging at us already. So it's not a Borderlands game, of course, unless Claptrap jumps between being needy and bossy and just pathetic. I don't know how you guys feel about him, but I still kind of love Claptrap, so let's help him out.
You did it on set!
Oh.
In Borderlands 3, you can revive NPCs, and NPCs can revive you. Let's help out Claptrap.
Focus.
Wow! I did it! I single-handedly took on the COV and sent them packing. Now all that's left is to signal Lilith that the mission is complete.
What's up?
Lilith, I can safely report that Operation Trojan Contract was a complete success. I did it all by myself.
I'll bet. Well, the cult's destroyed every other Crimson Raider stronghold, so this'll have to do for now. So what's your name, killer?
I am Amara. Nice tattoo, Siren Sister. You must be the voice in my head.
Yeah, about that. Not the weirdest thing you're gonna see on Pandora. But seriously, thanks for answering my call. We might not have the numbers, but with a badass like you, we've got a fighting chance. Welcome to the Crimson Raiders.
your bloodthirsty screaming.
More COV. Let's see what you got, recruit.
It's the Firehawk! The God Queen wants her head!
Down you go! Take the wrong team, jackass.
Chili recipe time! Keep it real!
Eat some bones, cultist!
Get ate up now! My last breath! Thank you!
She's pretty rad.
Nice fighting, killer.
So, we're going to skip ahead for a minute, but I want you to consider what we've learned so far. You're a new Vault Hunter, and you've just joined Lilith and the Crimson Raiders. Our enemies on Pandora are a fanatical cult called the Children of the Vault. And from here, you and Lilith will fight side by side to capture their recruitment center, where Lilith believes that she can recover a key that will lead her to find vaults on other worlds. The hunt will eventually lead us here to the Holy Broadcast Center, where a fearsome, powerful bandit boss named Mouthpiece broadcasts propaganda to the Children of the Vault all over Pandora. We're here to invade the Holy Recruitment Center, face Mouthpiece, and liberate the key to the vaults.
Okay, so like Randy just mentioned, we've skipped ahead in this story, but if you'll notice, we've also skipped ahead in levels. So I want to take the time to show you the skill trees in Borderlands 3. All right. So when you first get your skills in Borderlands 3, you don't just have one action skill available to you, you have all 3 action skills available to you at the moment you open it up. So then what you do is you equip one of your action skills. Do we want to take a look at the action skills? So this first one is Faze Grasp. Now, Faze Grasp will be reminiscent of Maya in that she'll be able to control the battlefield by lifting enemies up into the air. The next one here is Faze Cast. With Faze Cast, she'll shoot out a spectral form of herself to kill enemies on the battlefield. And finally, we have Faze Slam. Now, Faze Slam is an area of effect that comes out around Amara and destroys enemies and knocks them back. So now as you progress, once you've picked your action skill and equipped it, you'll also open up augmentations that allow you to further customize that action skill. So there's a way to maximize the build of your character.
We've worked hard to make sure that each of our 4 characters is completely unique, but even within each character, there are hundreds of meaningful options. If 2 people want to team up and play the same character, they will very likely have completely different capabilities.
You ready to go?
Let's do it. That was very lucky.
Some celebratory hunting.
All right, you leveled up.
Now, one thing to look out for is to look at the damage numbers that come up off the enemies here. So we'll use some of that information later, but just for now, like, look at some of these numbers like 56, 26.
26 is there. Ooh.
Oh. Now that's a Hyperion shotgun. Hyperion shotguns have shields that come out.
You want to switch back to that shotgun?
I will have a place in the great fucking fire dragon!
You wanna go?
So great. The new elemental type, radiation.
Guy hit critical mass.
If a radiated enemy dies, he'll explode and radiate the enemies around him. Okay. That's mayhem. All right, I think you cleaned this area up. Let's see what kind of loot we can find. It's an outhouse, but it's got a green light. It's some good stuff. Okay, let's see here. So Amara's level 5. These weapons are level 5. I want you to notice that, by the way. Notice the two here. We've got a rare and an epic, both level 5. And the reason why I want you to remember that is because that was kind of a challenging fight. We're going to need some help for the next section, so we're going to bring in a co-op buddy. Borderlands 3, of course, is fully co-op playable, split screen, networked, however you like to play. Amara just picked up the purple. Turn around and let's look and find our co-op buddy. This is Zane Flint, the operative. Say hi, Zane. All right, we're going to switch to Zane's view. Can we flip that now? Okay, this is Zane's view. I want you to notice something here. Zane is level 25. So obviously Zane's been playing longer than Amara, who is level 5. And if we look at Zane's loot, he's got his own instance of loot. What's going on here? This is called loot instancing. It's a new optional feature in Borderlands 3, and it allows each cooperative player to have their own instance of loot. Instance loot is helpful for players that want to play cooperatively but don't want to compete for the loot that drops. There's nothing worse than when you're getting online with randoms and there's a loot ninja in the group, right? So instance loot solves that problem for players that want to use it. The other feature that complements this is level balancing. Notice how Zane's loot is not only instanced, but it's actually balanced for his level. That means the loot, the enemies, everything automatically balances to the level of the player so that everyone has a good time. In my co-op group, some of us would get ahead of the others, right? And then when we come back together, we'd be out of whack. Well, with instant loot and this mode of gameplay, everything balances out.
Now, that's okay. You can clap if you'd like. Now, there's still some of us who actually like competing for loot or bringing in overpowered characters to help, level up those lower level characters. And for those of you who are like that, we can assure you that there is still a mode for you in Borderlands 3. It's called Classic Mode.
That's right. Now that we've seen Zane the Operative, let's have a look at what he can do. Since Zane is level 25, we've already equipped a lot of action skills and our skill points here. You want to walk us through this, Paul?
Yeah, let's do this. All right, so the first skill we have is Digiclone. Now, Digiclone is really cool because it not only acts as a decoy, it will actually shoot guns as well. But probably my favorite feature is the fact that you can teleport to your Digiclone at any time and swap places. This next ability is called the Sentinel. Now, the Sentinel is an autonomous drone that'll fly out to enemies and weaken those enemies, or even use your grenades if you have grenade mods equipped. And then we have the barrier skill. Now, Zane will throw out a barrier in front of it, and it'll block incoming bullets and things like that. But of course, one of the coolest features is that if your team or Zane are around this barrier, sometimes it'll confer benefits like healing, or even if you fire through it, it'll add elemental types to that. Now, probably my favorite feature of Zane is the fact that Zane can use 2 action skills at one time.
That's right. And if you think about it, if you think about Zane, right, like he's got his barrier, which is kind of like the soldier class's capability with that turret. He's got the Sentinel, which is almost like Mordecai's Bloodwing, but a little hyped up from that. Sure, yeah. He's got the Digiclone, which is kind of like our assassin skill from Borderlands 2. He's kind of like a soldier, a hunter, and an assassin all wrapped up in one. Yeah. All right, we've got Amara, we've got Zane. We know what they can do. Let's get into the Holy Broadcast Center and see if we can find Mouthpiece.
Oopsie, looks like we've got a technical issue, but don't worry. We'll post the welcome vid later along with some new Let's Plays. Signing off for now. Don't forget to like, follow, and obey.
Another perfect live stream!
Zane marking targets for the Sentinel. Also check out his damage numbers, right? His enemies are level 27, but his damage is balanced to Amara's game, because he's in Amara's game right now. For Amara, those enemies are level 5. All right, we clean this area up. Let's see if we can find some loot.
Okay, now, once again, being honest, you know, to show the breadth of guns that we have in the game, or just some of the breadth, we cheated a little bit and added some chests with some better weapons here.
That red chest isn't going to be in the game you play. We just added that for this purpose because it's okay. There's plenty of red chests. You guys will be fine. We'll feed you baby birds. It's cool. We wanted to show you some TDR guns, right? Because you remember TDR, they're disposable. Instead of reloading them, you throw them away. And when you throw away a TDR gun in Borderlands 3, some crazy shit can happen. We've got, you know, guns with legs. Let's see some other options. What does this one do? All right, we've just picked up a few TDR weapons. Let's take them into the next fight.
Go, just ignore that green on the ground there.
We're just not gonna learn, are we? We're just gonna keep eating those speakers. Go get him, guy! Oh, it's adorable.
You can see that one Merv's rockets out.
Yeah, throw another one of those Merv guns out. Check this out. With homing rockets. That was a little close to your ears.
Oh, goodbye.
All right, you guys ready? Oh, you learned! We can dodge that. That's wicked. I see some ammunition vending machines. Hey, walk up to that ammo vending machine. I want to show you guys this. Now, he's already full on ammo. But you just press that or press Y right there, and you can reload all your ammo. You don't even have to go in and buy things one at a time. Of course, you can buy individual pieces if you want. Now, I don't know about you guys, but whenever you play a video game and you happen upon a room where there's ammo and vending machines to kind of make sure you're stocked up, it can be a pretty safe bet that you're about to run into a boss fight. Not only is Borderlands 3 a much, much larger game than any Borderlands game before it, but we've added more boss fights than ever before because we think boss fights are exciting opportunities for players to have their skill tested, but also to be rewarded with kick-ass loot. So let's go ahead and see if we can find Mouthpiece.
All right.
His shield's like an equalizer. Zane used his clone teleport to dodge that area of effect that Mouthpiece just made. Oh shit. Oh god, you're gonna eat it.
You got some
Kill
loot over
that guy.
there.
Let's get the loot.
Yeah.
Hey, did you guys see the gun that Mouthpiece was shooting at us with the like kind of sound waves flying out? Check this out. One of the greatest feelings in Borderlands is when an enemy's using a gun against you, you kill that guy, and then you take that gun and use it against your next foes. I love that so much.
Yeah. Well, let's do what we came here for, and let's get the vault map.
Amara, you gonna pick that up?
Did you come all this way for that busted-ass map, or are you just here to see me? Didn't know you were such a super fan. Well, you missed the show. Oh, right. But you're all like, what's up with those husks? Well, it's a thing I do. Check out the screens. So I offered the Sun Smashers a place in our family, but they just wanted guns and cash. They betrayed the family. Oh, then Troy said something great.
Gods don't negotiate.
Gods don't negotiate! I love it! Love it! Like I said, that map is super busted, so go ahead and take it. I'll swing by later to pick it up. You're my most loyal follower, Vault Thief. You just don't know it yet.
So you've just met Troy and Tyrene Calypso, the Calypso twins. We learned earlier that on Pandora there's a cult called the Children of the Vault, and every cult needs leaders. This cult is led by the Calypso twins. And they've sort of built a cult of personality around themselves, right? You guys know the type of streamers we're talking about, you know, the kind of streamers everybody hates. So these are like the douchiest kind of streamers of the impossible future that you can possibly imagine. As Tyrene demonstrated, she has the ability to leech power from any living thing. And her aim is to use her cult to lead her to the vaults so that she can soak up the power of the vault monsters. Of course, we're vault hunters. We can't allow her to beat us to the prize. So with a vault map in hand, we're now in a race to find the vaults hidden on other worlds throughout the galaxy. In other words, when we go to those other worlds, we're gonna need a ride, right? So later in our venture on Pandora, we're gonna find a spaceship. I'd like to introduce Sanctuary 3. We don't talk about Sanctuary 2. Since Sanctuary 3 is our home base, it's a great stopping point between missions. On Sanctuary 3, we can meet our friends, trade our loot, and prepare ourselves for what comes next. You'll notice here there's a quick change station where we can modify our appearance, but there's a new vending machine here on the right. This is sort of a space lost and found. Have you guys ever lost loot in Borderlands, like a purple or a legendary lands in some place we can't reach? We collect all that lost loot, and we'll deliver it here for you. You'll never lose loot again.
All right, so let's talk about this. This is your player quarters. Now, because we're playing Amara right now, all of the decoration, everything is built around Amara, but you can see that you can place items that you find in the world like this gun. All right, we got a Torg pistol here.
Pretty rad.
But again, you can modify your player quarters to how you want to play.
Since we picked up a pistol, we'll take it with us on a tour around Sanctuary. And why don't we stop first? Let's head over to Marcus. Just keep going. Ignore that golden chest. Marcus's place is right around the corner here.
It's a beautiful day, full of opportunity.
Now, in Borderlands 3, Marcus will be our vendor for upgrades to our storage deck unit, right? So we can get more storage to carry more loot and more ammunition.
You'll notice that it costs cash to upgrade your storage deck.
Marcus also has a shooting range back there, so if you want to get your skills up, practice with any interesting new guns you found, you can do that. We're just going to take a look around this place. Isn't that cool? This map has changed more hands than any other content in Borderlands 3. We've had so many of our talented world builders want to get their hands on this and make it great. It's not a hub until you have a Moxie's bar, right?
Look at you, brightening up my day. The name's Moxie. What's yours, sugar? Thanks for the help, sugar. Come back.
Here, let's try it.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh.
Bad luck.
Well, thanks for encouraging that.
Let's keep going on the tour.
Right.
I love Sanctuary. I mean, it's just such a beautiful, I don't know, the level, I didn't work on this one that much. I just kind of helped guide some of it, but the guys that did the art for this, it's absolutely stunning. These are the jokes.
You're up late. Evening.
Knock, knock. Anyone home?
Just a moment. Almost there.
Surprisingly comfortable, you know? Like a fleshy sleeping bag, although I do feel a bit viscous.
So Tannis is back. Let's go head up to the bridge.
All right.
Hey Paul.
Yes, Randy.
What can we do on the bridge?
So for the first time ever, we can leave the Pandoran system.
You can see Pandora in there in the distance.
What's up, killer? All right, let's get to it.
We're in orbit around Pandora right now. We'll check it out briefly before we take off. You can see its distinctive iridian scar. But with a spaceship like Sanctuary 3, we can visit other worlds. Now, this is early in the game, so we haven't unlocked a lot of the other places that you will get to explore. But for now, we're going to do interstellar fast travel to Promethea.
Arrived in one piece.
We're going to go down to Promethea in a moment and check it out. We'll have to make our way to the docking bay in order to do that. In Borderlands, you'll be able to go back and forth between Promethea and Pandora and all of the other worlds that you discover throughout the game.
Might even find a few familiar faces here.
What's up, badass?
I love Maya's look. She's fully Jedi'd out. We'll take a couple other stops on the way down to the hangar before we head to Promethea. Continue our tour of Sanctuary 3.
Except for everything.
Oh yeah, let's go to Hammerlocks.
Now here in Hammerlocks, one of the cool things is Hammerlock asks you to kill different creatures, and this is a trophy room for killing those creatures.
Oh, it's you! Apologies, it's dark and I've never actually cleaned this monocle.
You can see right now all of the trophy mounts on the wall are empty, which means that we've got work to do, right?
A lot of work to do. Now here in the ship, you can see we have shortcuts built in.
The more time you spend on Promethea, the more familiar you'll get with it. We've kind of engineered some shortcuts and other ways to get around, so you can find what you need pretty quickly.
How's your day going?
Hey there, sugar boots.
Ellie's sort of our ship mechanic, and she runs the cargo bay. Down here, we can check out vehicles we've collected. We can also get access to the planets when we're in orbit. We've also got some stowaways we can meet.
What you want? Come back never.
I think his vending machine there said veteran on it.
Don't look at me like that. I'm doing all the wheel work here.
I don't and he locked us out.
I think he's building a girlfriend.
I can't believe that Claptrap's lonely. It's just hard to believe. So we're gonna head to the drop pod here. This will help us get down to Promethea. In fact, why don't we just skip ahead a little bit? Rather than start at the beginning of Promethea, we can jump forward a bunch of levels, and I want to show you some pretty exciting action here. In the lore, Promethea is the headquarters of the Atlas Corporation. And you'll notice as we proceed that Atlas is actually under siege by Maliowan and their private army. You see, in Borderlands, in this universe, when a corporation attempts a hostile takeover, they do it with full military-grade force.
Now, before we start, I want you to take a look at the gun we're using here. This is an Atlas pistol. Now, the cool thing about an Atlas pistol is it has an alt-fire mode that fires out a tracking dart. And when you fire the tracking dart, it marks a target. And then every bullet that you fire subsequently will hit that target. It's like the Fifth Element gun.
Finally. So let me introduce our demoists. We've got Chris. Chris is playing as Zane, and Zane's going to be our co-op buddy this time. And Paul is playing as Amara, which is what's on screen for us to watch. You'll notice Amara and Zane are both at level 10. And we've actually set them up with microphones so that we can listen in on their chatter as they play. Paul, Chris, you guys ready?
I'm good. Hey-o.
All right. So let's watch. This is the world's first Borderlands 3 co-op live stream. Take it away, Paul and Chris.
After you. All right, I'm going in. There's a bunch of enemies over here. I'm gonna head on the right side and try and split them up.
All right, I see a couple behind cover. I'm gonna just pop a tracker. Switching to a grenade.
Nice shot.
Melting all shield, switching to fire. Good ground slam.
Yeah.
He's down one on the left still. Warp anchor's in.
Got a few more.
I'm just gonna rain grenades on the crowd. Up and over.
All right,
I think we got one up top here. Missed my dart. Hit him with a grenade.
Got him.
He's down.
Nice.
That weapons depot's a juicy target, but they've got an impenetrable security force field surrounding it. If you somehow crack it open, you're gonna find some quality firepower in there.
So you've just heard from Lorelei. She's an all-new NPC. We skipped past her introduction since we skipped ahead, and we skipped also a lot of her storyline, but trust that you'll be able to meet and spend a lot of time with Lorelei and other NPCs as you explore Promethea and the other worlds of Borderlands 3. You guys ready to finish the fight?
Let's go.
Do it.
I'm going around right.
All right, I'm gonna throw down a shield.
Cool. Gonna swing into the shield. Taking out shield for you?
Yeah. Picking it up.
I'm switching to corrosive for this. Tracking a bunch of them.
Pull them all in. Nice.
And burn.
All right.
We got a big crowd on the left here.
Gonna switch to the shotgun.
Flash trooper, go for the pack.
I got this guy.
Got two more over here. Nice.
Last one.
He's done.
Nice.
I see a chest back here.
See what you get.
All right, one I can't use, one I can. Got a Torg.
Got a bunch of let-off pistols.
That level 12's a little OP, but you guys can save it.
Oh, delayed fire mode.
That's cool.
Ready to move on?
All right.
Wow. Thank you guys. Wow. I don't know if anybody got that math joke, divide by 0, but
they got it.
We're nerds, you know, what are you gonna do? Look, we can't wait for you guys to play this massive game for yourselves and to discover what other surprises and characters and loot and plot twists and everything there is to experience and explore in Borderlands 3.
So today, based on the time we have, we've just been able to show you just a tiny fraction of the game. And so with that, I think what we wanted to show is just a little bit more of the breadth that we have. So we prepared a trailer for you here.
Thank you. Wow. Oh, wow. Thank you, guys. Oh, man. Oh, thanks. Oh, wow. You know, I don't think we've ever shown this much of a Gearbox game before, or just soon after announcing it, frankly. The fact is, we've never had this much time to finish and polish a Gearbox game before. So we're feeling really good about the position we're in and excited to bring Borderlands 3 to the world. As you can plainly see, we've made a commitment to what Borderlands is supposed to be. We've made a commitment to the story, the style, and the design that our fans have told us loud and clear that they cherish and want us to preserve in Borderlands 3. You know, it's an interesting time in games right now. There's all kinds of people making all kinds of money, doing all kinds of interesting stuff out there. We just love video games. We think video games are supposed to be fun, and we love Borderlands, so we wanted to make sure that we were true to what it is. And if you want to play offline, we've got you. If you want to play online, of course, all the co-op modes you expect are there. Yeah, we're going to do some kick-ass campaign DLC, and I'm sure we're going to do all kinds of fun customizations like heads and skins, but we're not doing any of that free-to-play junk. There's not going to be any microtransactions. There's not going to be any of that nonsense. And if you've played a Borderlands game before, we expect you to feel right at home. But we've made sure to design Borderlands 3 in the story and in the gameplay and everything such that this is the perfect entry point for any gamer that's going to be experiencing Borderlands for the very first time when Borderlands 3 launches on September 13th. And what you've seen today so far, it's really just scratching the surface. Borderlands 3 is massive. It is by far the largest Borderlands game we've ever made. And we've just had an hour to touch a couple things near the beginning of the game. Working closely with our publishing partner, 2K Games, you can expect to see more and more of Borderlands 3 through the summer up until the launch on September 13th. We're planning to share more and more of the game at upcoming shows, right? We're going to be at E3. We're going to go to Gamescom in Germany. We're going to go to the Penny Arcade Expo, of course. We're going to hit a few other things. We're even going to crash Guardian Con in Orlando. So that should be fun. And we're not even finished today. In this room with us, we've brought 200 AMD-powered machines where you guys are all going to have a chance to play Borderlands 3 yourselves. It's going to be an unguided experience. We're going to just drop you in Promethea, do whatever you want, mainline quests, side quests, just free play, right? We're going to give you 90 minutes. And I know all of you guys are going to be streaming to all of your followers, so have fun. We want you to have a blast with it. If you're watching them on Twitch, if you're watching these guys play on Twitch, be sure to take advantage of the custom Borderlands 3 Twitch extension that we've created at Gearbox. You can link it to your Shift account so that you can start collecting Borderlands 3 loot today, and that's going to be waiting for you when the game launches on September 13th. Now, it's going to take Paul and the rest of the Gearbox guys a few minutes to get everybody set up on the stations over there. So Paul's going to get going on that. And I'm just so glad that we're here today and that we can do this. Thank you guys so much. By the way, while they're setting up, fortunately, we've got the folks from Kind of Funny here. They've seen Borderlands 3 for the first time here at this event. So I'm going to say goodbye for now, and we're going to kick it over to Greg and Andrea and Fran, and they're going to share their thoughts about Borderlands 3 for everybody watching at home. And thank you guys so much for coming here and being with us. I'll see you soon. Cheers.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we've all seen Borderlands 3.
What is up, everybody? Dustin Legary here. Literally just sat down. I hope you're having a wonderful day. We're on IGN.com, Twitch.tv/IGN, YouTube.com/IGN. And real quick, there I am. Hi, everybody. I'm at the event. We're going to start the gameplay session today with Zane, and then we'll switch over to Amara. I have the chat up right here. We got about 90 minutes. Let's get right into it. We're going to be checking out all the different weapon manufacturers, everything right away. I ran over from the presentation. What did you guys think? What do you guys think of what you've seen of Borderlands this far? Let us know in chat.
Hi, everyone.
Mitchell's here too. Now, if you check out IGN.com or YouTube.com/IGN, we actually have a feature about all the weapons that we got to see yesterday when we got to play the game, and a preview from Mitchell.
Worst thing that ever happened to me. Let's do it again!
long as you're alive. Looks like Ellie got you within the city limits. Go find whoever made that distress call.
We have a few weapons at our disposal. We have a Hyperion shotgun, that's the one with the shield. We have a TDR, that's the one where you shoot and then reload, and gets legs or becomes a turret. And then we have the Vladov, which has 2 fire modes. It has assault and then rockets on the bottom. We'll start with the assault, just kind of show you a little bit of what you can expect from the different weapon archetypes. This one's very fun, and that guy actually dropped a new gun. We'll pick that up and decide if we want to use it a little bit later. Yeah, let's go. Got some ammo here. Let's go help out Unknown. Who could it be? And let's try out that alt fire mode really quick on these little guys.
Let's have a chat.
A little short. I think for these guys, I think bullets are just fine. All right, so what else do we got here? We got a Hyperion. This is really good against basically anything. I mean, it's a shotgun, so get wrecked, am I right? And then we have TDR. Let's watch those guns with legs do their thing. So when he runs out of ammo, he just detonates on the enemies right in front of him. Gun's a ton of fun. And there's still a few little guys. I'm just gonna get a few on the field, let them kind of do their thing.
Where that came from.
This is probably one of my favorite guns. Jacobus, it will ricochet weapons at low level, or ricochet bullets at lower levels. And some fun stuff can happen there. But we'll stick with the higher level stuff.
You finally made it!
Just for fun.
Oh, thank Lilith for the cool powers. This Firehawk thing rules.
That's my shoddy.
Have fun, bye.
Now they start us off with some pretty decent guns. That's part of the reason I started with Zane. Not my favorite though. I'll show you guys my favorite in a little bit. This is great for a gun like me, you know. I work at IGN. We do a lot of writing, not a lot of shooting. Let's let the guns do the work for us. I know some of you are thinking it in chat. I'll say it.
End of the road for you.
Many will fall away.
Lots of blood and gore with each of the weapons. All right, this guy. Let's get that shield out of the way. All right, he tried to throw his shield at me, and then he got melted. Back to the fun gun. Now, if you are watching on Twitch, we should have the new application, the Echo application, connected so you can actually get loot if we happen to find any.
Bloody!
Bloody hell, that got a bit mucky. I thought we were sorted back there. Hey, you! Over here!
So before we go talk to Lauralee, the new character, I'm going to hop in and check out the skill trees. I know a lot of you guys are probably interested in that. So let's go in. I'm going to skip the tutorial. I think we all understand how skill trees work. So I have a few abilities at my disposal. I want to get them equipped so I can actually show them to you guys. Zane can have 2, so if I equip a second one, I lose my grenade, but I can, of course, unequip that. I'm going to start with Digiclone, and we didn't see too much of Shield during the on-stage demonstration, so let's start there. For Digiclone, whenever one or more of Zane's action skills are active, he gains increased gun damage. That sounds pretty good. We have to spend 5 of these. We only have 6. I'll make sure, whoops. I'll make sure that we actually unlock each of the skills so that we can equip them later. But yeah, we'll start with Shield. Shield has some interesting passive stats, augments, they're called apparently, based on what it says in the menu, that you can activate. Those are a lot of fun. All right, there's my reticle. There we go. Now we can equip binary system. And as you can see, it now adds that stat to that particular weapon on the right. They won't let us use keyboard and mouse. They want us to utilize the controller. So yep, I am using a controller, but I am a PC player. Here we go. One more thing before we continue the story there. Let's actually see what we got in our backpack. Maybe we got a Jacobus and a Malawan. So the Malawan sniper, you guys probably don't want to see me snipe. For me, the shotgun's fun, highly effective versus flesh. Let's mess with the Malawan. I am definitely going to keep the TDR. Vladov, I want to mess with that Jacobus. Let's just see if it does anything interesting. I'll try and showcase what their abilities are, even though they're lower powered than some of the other loot we have. Got another Malawan here, another Malawan. I've been getting a lot of Malawan drops as I play through the game. All right, don't tell anybody. They're not around me, but there. I'm using the mouse. It's very high sensitivity. Don't tell anyone, I'll get in trouble.
Slag me, you've got some good timing. These bandits somehow got their hands on some wicked Malawan guns. Oh, right, I'm Lorelei. Did Reese send you?
Reese? No clue, sorry.
My boss, CEO of Atlas. We're at war with Malawan. Not from around here, are you? Now all these maniacs show up all over the city screaming about some vault.
That's those Calypso's shitheads. I'm trying to beat them to the vault myself.
The Calypsos? Those yammering EchoNet arseholes with the cult? Well, I got no slagging clue about vaults, but Reese would know. Come on, I gotta tell him about our new bandit problem anyway.
Jacobs.
I'll introduce
I
you.
apologize for mispronouncing the name. I'm a little excited, a little bit of a live environment. Sometimes I say stuff incorrectly.
The place is compromised anyway. Let me know when you're ready.
Hello. Hey, Rory's here. You guys might remember Rory. Are you streaming just down the way? You guys getting set up?
Yeah, we're about to start.
Nice.
I'm not saying it's a better stream. Probably both good. But
I'm sure it'll be just fine. I got to see these guys earlier. It's really, really nice to see them, and they're doing their thing over at RKG, of course, all the way from
Grab some wheels.
the other side
We
of
need
the
to drive
pond.
through the spillways, and there's always trouble.
Klein is if you want to host.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Might get a chance to show some co-op a little bit here. I have to loot, sorry. Got a Vladov pistol there. It's gonna teach me how to spawn a vehicle here really quick. Skip tutorial. That looks good. So left trigger is my rockets, right trigger is my shoot. And you move by looking where you want to go.
I have to make sure they haven't been overrun with all these bandits running around.
Give her a little bit of a
I'll be
bump.
honest, Atlas forces are gutted. I've been using what resources I've got left to keep the Civ safe and disrupt Malawan supply lines. Can't remember the last time I slept in a bed. Where the hell did these bandits get hover wheels? That's Malawan tech. Let's take one out, see if we can find where they're getting this stuff.
That is done.
Grab it.
Alright, they want me to get the Echo. This is that sniper I picked up with, oh god, with Cryo tech. I'm gonna grab this and get back in my car.
No. Okay,
Where are we headed?
I love it, but we made a deal with Malawan, and now we're not going to kill them. So, what are we going to do when we see a Malawan guy? Kill the Malawan!
Psycho Killer likes to kill people.
Yeah, okay, gotta start this one over.
My vehicle's getting kind of wrecked.
Bandits are working with Malawan. Bloody fantastic.
Trying to concentrate, kill people at the same time. There we go. There's the point of interest back on the map. Let's get going over there.
This is our stop. On foot from here.
Guys, how's the audio balance? Hopefully that's all good. Let me know if there's anything in particular you want to see. I am watching the chat.
Hey, Skyman! Open up!
Password?
Passwords, open the bloody door before I shove a coffee grinder up your ass.
It's definitely her, guys. Welcome back, sir.
Report. How's it looking?
A lot more patrols than usual, sir. Something's off.
Loot.
We moved the civs into the tunnels for safety.
Bollocks. Stay sharp, Skyman. Come on, Vault Hunter, this way.
I know it's a demo.
There's a space nearby with a
I
direct
can't
line
help
back to
myself. I don't know what to tell you.
Malawan captured it a few months ago. I haven't had the manpower to take it back, but now that you're here,
Ooh, new grenade we could
finally
try
send
out.
those bastards packing.
Money. I'm just looking for guns, really. There's one particular gun type I would really like to show you guys. In the next battle, I'm going to get to show you the shield and the copy
See the
ability.
civilians? Malawan doesn't care if they're caught in the crossfire. They're here to take over Atlas and sell Reese's new weapons as their own. To them, this war is just a merger. Let me know when you're ready to take back that Atlas
New
base.
shield, higher capacity, but I don't know if it's necessarily better. Where are we headed? Ah, side quest. Hello, Ziff.
Payback's all I got. Right, so, as you can see, life sucks right now. There's these two Malawan guys, Rax and Max.
That is correct.
who
We
are
only have
cracking it up
Zane
in
and
particular.
Amara today, starting
like
with
they're
Zane. If you
trying
guys want me to switch to Amara
outwork
later,
each
let me
other.
know.
One of them murdered my family. I don't know who. Find out who did it and kill him.
Tell you I killed their family? Well, I totally did. I'm the worst there's ever been. Guess you gotta kill me. Hey, Max, look who's got a Vault Hunter after him. What? No way. I killed that family. Vault Hunter, come after me.
So two people are claiming that they both murdered her family, and we will have the option of exacting justice.
These guys both suck ass.
Which means we can't trust either of them.
How's
We
that?
gotta figure out who killed who if
All
I'm gonna
sure.
get my revenge.
I'm gonna run out of. All right, so this is the one that if you hit a critical, it should ricochet. So you can kind of hear the audio cue of it happening and see the bullet moving to the other character. I'm carefully shooting to try and show it to you guys. I've only found low-level versions of that gun. What else we got? We got the Cryo Sniper. It kind of charges up. And it should freeze an enemy, but, I mean, there. So he's frozen, and I can just finish him off there. Of course, my favorite in my inventory right now is that
Malawan's never come down
ADR.
here before. If they think we're easy targets now that they've got
Bandit back up. Oh, they're about to learn differently. Come on.
So that was the Jacob's weapon. I'll use my abilities in the next encounter. Real quick, now that you've kind of gotten an idea of what those are like, let's equip some of the Malawan. We're going to go ahead and do the doll. Just show you a few of the different weapon manufacturers. I'm really curious. I have this this TDR, and I want to try out this shotgun TDR. I'm curious what it'll do versus the other ones that I've experienced so far. All right, so this one has radiation and corrosive. Not a bad pairing. This one has full auto and semi-auto. As you can see, as you switch the fire modes on the pistol, which is, and here's the TDR shotgun. So let's see how a shotgun performs differently. Of course, I can just throw it on him. Hey, that's pretty fun. Definitely one of my favorite weapon types. We'll mess with corrosive for a little bit.
Get ready for a fight.
Moving into the next section, and uh-oh. Oh my goodness, I think I got a crash, everyone. Let's see what happened here. Yeah, wow, game crashed. I'll be rebooting in just a moment. I guess we'll be switching over to Amara now, so that gives you an idea of some of the guns that Zane had. Do you want me to go back into Zane? This is a pre-launch build, of course. Hope you guys are excited. checking out the gameplay.
You know what? Let's just not fight anybody who's more than like in front of me.
Would somebody be able to play on that machine so that I could show off co-op? Got it. Okay. Cool. The game crashed. I just relaunched it.
Sorry about that.
It's all right.
Finished product just yet.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Tech guy, letting us know what happened. Yeah.
So go ahead and play.
Yeah.
Now, if you want, I can capture your
viewership numbers be
That'd be great.
All right. Let me slide in here real quick
Go ahead. He's gonna work his tech magic.
so that you don't lose any time. It's an unfinished game. We've got some bugs. That's cool.
If you can't hear him, he's making excuses. Just kidding. No, I'm just teasing. Of course, this is a pre-release demo of Borderlands 3, so every once in a while you hit some bugs. I have played in 2 previous sessions, haven't had a crash, so I don't want you guys to think this is indicative of my gameplay experience. We're going to hop back in with Zane here in just a second. Looks like it's going to be fairly mod-friendly, as the original was, or Borderlands 2. Thank you so much.
No problem.
I appreciate it. Yeah. All right, so we're back in Meridian Outskirts. We're about to continue. We can keep trying out the same weapons and such.
I'm going to do my best to I can't get any questions about it. You know?
All right.
I cannot change any settings.
Looks like we got another side quest over here we can activate. Grab that.
7 years ago, I started the Class List service to connect people in need with heroes like you. Look, I forgot the password. But hey, these requests are only 7 years old, so I bet these people still need help / are alive. There's a trucker on Promethea named Ace Barron who needs your help. He lost his staff. Head to the Mount Schuler Recovery Center and do the thing. Then we'll both be showered with praise and admiration.
Let me check the map, make sure I'm going to the right location. Yep.
For our good deeds.
Let's just hop in here. See if I can get where we were going originally. If not, we just get to do a little bit of exploration. All right, so where does the game want me to head right now? That way, got it. Heading into the mission. This is where we shot all those baddies, and then we are going to fast travel and hopefully not crash this time. How did I run past it? Where are you sending me? All right, that way. There we go. All right, we're gonna do it again. Literally, don't crash. All right. So far, so good. So far, so good. We are playing on PC on controller. They didn't want us using mouse controls. I don't know why. The mouse sensitivity is set to 4 billion, so even if I were to use it, you guys wouldn't like it very much. Stream should be in 1080. Let's check my ammo here. We're gonna refill ammo. Gave us a freebie. All right, so let's do semi-auto. And full auto. Full auto is more fun. So I'm gonna go over here. And then of course I can go back where my character was originally. And we switch spots. He is actually shooting bullets and hurting the enemies, which is how it's supposed to work. I really like the shotgun version of this weapon, actually. Wow, that's actually really cool. So this one charges up. Not a big fan of the corrosive pistol. That was the radiation explosion they told us about. And what else do we have here? The full auto pistol. Have fun with that. It's so cool. So the shotgun version, when you shoot and throw it, and it detonates on that guy, it also spawns additional grenades. Of course, it still has its traditional legs. That's got to be my favorite. What about you guys? If the stream is laggy, just remember we are at an event with about 200 people. So let's put down the shield and show that I can pick it up. So I can pick up the shield, walk around with it. Real quick, I do want to show you that other ability. Let's hop into the menus. Getting a lot of slowdown probably because we're blowing everything up. That one has increased fire rate. That's that TDR that I had before. I don't think we messed. Cryo and fire would be good for that one. I don't like the Malawan in particular. I really like that. I really like the TDR gun. So for now, we'll stick with those two. There we go. Oh, you're frozen. Let's get a few of these out on the field. Game's running a little bit chuggy. So if you're seeing that, that might just be the game. What did you drop? All right, so Torg, by far my favorite gun in the entire game. So what do we got here? I want to show you guys this weapon. Torg, here we go. So there's Loreley, there's some bad guys. So I have it set to impact. That's what impact does, it's just a regular shotgun. You can also set it to sticky, and it's a shotgun, so each hit hits multiple times. And when I reload, you just get to watch the bad guys melt. Oh, I love that gun so much. It is seriously my favorite thing ever, to just shoot. To shoot enemies who are higher level than you, and then just watch the parade of explosions happen as they melt into a bloody mess. Where are you going? Oh, you're dead. All right, so we got some heavies now. All right, that guy's done. I hit him with 2 crits, so I don't even need to think about it anymore. Then, of course, we have TDR, and this is one of my... This gun's a little bit less fun for me. It has a charge up time. Yeah, it does cool elemental damage, but I would rather mess with some of the other items like Torque, for sure. So I'm gonna get a few of the guns out on the field. He's resisting cryo, so he's resisting fire. So that's not gonna help me a lot. But you know what he probably won't resist? Bullets to the face. All right, let's get my clone out there. Send a little crossfire. Bye. And he's done. Now, I will admit, I had a little bit more trouble the first time I did this. This is my 3rd run through. Kind of know what I'm doing with the weaponry.
Let's get that channel open to Atlas HQ. Re-establishing connection. Come on. Whew, right. Connection to Atlas headquarters is still intact. When you're ready, Vault Hunter.
Alright, here we go.
Hi, you've reached Reese Strongfork, CEO and wartime general of Atlas Corporation. Just a quick question. Who the hell is this and how did you get on my secure line?
Reese, relax. It's Lorelei.
I'm just checking the stream really quick, everybody.
Base with a little help. I've got... Hang about. What is that thing on your face?
Oh, this? This is my siege mustache. The troops love it. Anyway, who's your friend?
Guess I'm a Vault Hunter now, and a Crimson Raider, and a handsome bastard. I'm a lot of things.
Vault Hunter?
Oh god, that's the mouse.
Holy crap!
Here, I'll just touch it.
How many troops?
It's so sensitive.
20,000? 50,000?
You don't need all that. I'm a one-man armada.
What? Oh, come on! I can't take back this city with a single-digit army!
They're good, Reese. Really good. And we need all the help we can get. Bandits are pouring into the city, and they're working with Malawan. Looks like Katagawa's made a deal with the Calypsos.
Perfect. Everybody's just piling on. Well, new friend, you showed up at the right time. My top agent is gearing up to strike at Malawan's strategic gigamind. If they are after the vaults, that's where the intel will be. Go meet up with my agent. Reese, out.
Reese has changed his look a little bit.
While you go meet Reese's agent, I'm gonna get this base back online and start securing more of the city. Oh, before you head off, I've got something for you.
Let's take a look at some of the gear that we got. So I'm really not digging Malawan. What do we got here? So we have a few different sort options. You sort by manufacturer, of course. And score, I have that Vlad off from the beginning of the game. We checked out the shotgun. We got another Malawan weapon. Lots of Malawans. I'm gonna get rid of a few of these. Shock and Corrosive is a pretty good pairing. I'm gonna get rid of that one, even though it's higher power. That is a sniper. I'll hold on to that. We've seen sort of what that can do. If there's any particular weapon, Doll. I don't think we've messed with Doll. Oh yeah, we did. Totally did. I'll stick with that Vladov. I want some higher level gear, and basically I'm sticking with the Torque for the rest of the game. Oh, what else could we look at here? Did we get any other different shields? So this shield offers 30% movement speed. Not really necessary. And then in the character menu, what I'm going to do is show you guys grenades. And to do that, I actually need to remove... Oh, okay. So I need to on-equip my primary action skill. And I'm going to put this one back on, keep the grenade on. And I don't have any skill points, so we're good there. Got rid of some of the lower level weapons. Ammo's all refilled. Refill my health, why not? It's a demo, all this is meaningless. Here's a fast travel station. Looks like we only have one place unlocked right now. That's all good there. Let's go see what she had for me, present-wise. Hi.
Since you're heading downtown, I'm hooking you up with a Cyclone. It's fast and light, perfect for getting about the city streets. Take it for a spin.
I did not mean to hop into my vehicle. I meant to just hit the reload button. Oh, she has a side quest? What do you got? Give me that side quest.
What do you say we start civilizing this war-torn city again? Let's start with the most precious commodity of all, coffee. I'm feeling right ragged, and when a commander makes mistakes, people die. And I'm sure my troops teams have picked me up as well. Head to the Rise and Grind coffee shop to get started.
All right, everybody, out of the vehicles that you've seen this far, which vehicle is your favorite and which weapon is your favorite?
That little sprig of mint gave you a new vehicle, huh?
I like this one the
I'll
most.
make sure it's loaded into your catch-ride profile so you can digistruct a new one from any terminal.
This one has really tight turn radius.
But he's got quite the knack for putting people's insides on their outsides. I'm sure you two will hit it off just grand.
Super fan! So, what do you think of our first corporate
All right.
sponsors? I gotta say, so far selling out.
Not worried about that guy.
Malawan unlimited supply of screaming war meat, aka our followers. And they gave
gave us a bunch of crazy high-tech guns.
And once they take the planet, they get Atlas, and we got the vault, so you're left playing with whatever you got down there. You just keep doing you.
This looks like the building that they went into in the on-stage demo. So for me, I like Torg the most. I think I've made that pretty clear. TDR is close second. What about you guys? What are you liking?
Come closer, will you?
Let the guns do the work.
I live for this!
Oh, he disappeared. Didn't expect that. Oh, your shields are gone. That's too bad. Bye. Oh, your arm kind of exploded there. That's too bad, buddy. That gun's so good. I don't like to waste my ammo, so I let the clone do a lot of the work with that gun. Alright, well that went pretty smoothly. Are there any new gun brands? There is a KOV gun brand. Thank you for asking over on IGN. Monkey Spice.
If you somehow
Children of the Vault.
you're gonna find some quality firepower in there.
And the gun brands, the way that they existed before, like you can see with Torg, it's much better. It's a much improved version of the same gun. So I'm gonna put my clone over there, and I want to see what kind of grenade they give me. So they gave me the grenade that splits and then splits. So it splits and tracks. Of course, that's fun. And I can go over where my clone was, switch spots with them. Get some crits on that guy. Running a little framier than it was yesterday, probably because of OBS.
For you, and bullets for you. Everybody gets bullets!
So if you guys love weapons as much as I do, I highly recommend that you check out the weapon feature I did yesterday. Kind of broke down a bunch of the stuff that we had found. I'll take a Zoll, even if it's a lower level version, to show it off. Oh, what did you have? Ah, Jacobs. I wonder if I do impact. The guy's legs are gone. What else we got? We got this guy. I switched it to impact. I haven't really messed with it. Yeah, impact's also pretty good. Well, yeah, if you don't like the waiting. Oh, good. We got a KOV weapon. Let's equip that really quick just so you guys can see the breadth of weaponry at your disposal. I will replace the... Oh, I didn't mess with the Vlad off yet. We've seen TDR.
Stay down. Stop it.
Okay, I gotta level up before I can use it, so we will use it later.
You are nearing a historical marker of Typhon de Leon, the first Vault Hunter. Sadly, he disappeared decades ago while seeking the Iridian homeworld. I am eager to acquire any information Typhon de Leon left behind.
I haven't found any chests yet, so I don't think the EchoCast thing is working if you're watching on Twitch. But I'm about to, I believe. I think they have to be red chests. Children of the Vault weaponry, ready to go.
Let's ruin Maliwan's day. Our mission begins.
We don't have an EchoCast command set up, so I don't know if that's
assassin bird.
That's Zero. Used to be a Crimson Raider like you. Wondered where he'd ended up. He's always been a little cryptic, but he's as deadly as they come.
All right, I see bad guys. When I see bad guys, we kill them. I'm going to switch back to sticky. You get an increased damage when you stick them first. I believe it's 7%. So as you can see, still melts everybody. What else do we got here? That's pretty fun. What else do we got? Hi, buddy.
All bots demolished. Lower that shield so we can loot some sweet weapons.
Alright, let's go get the new weapon drops.
The force field's down? Brilliant! That weapons depot should be easy pickings now.
No chance those dropships belong to Atlas, is there?
Negative. We made them angry. Prepare for counterattack. Malawan dickheads.
I'm getting hurt down here. I'm gonna bounce out. Nope out of that situation. Who shot me? Hi, dude. So that pairs really well together. I have something that can basically, you know, do some work for me. I have this gun, which can shred shields. And then I have this one, which can, you know, just blow people's faces off. Oh, really? All right. All right. He's mad. Got a grenade out there. Where you going, buddy?
Comes for us all! You first!
Yeah, what else we got?
Let's have a chat.
I want to take down everybody's shield. He's dead. What else we got? Looks like we got one more. Up there. Mantle here. Come on, Mantle. Really? Okay. Alright, I think you guys have seen enough of that gun. It's just one of my favorites, so it's hard not to use. Ow. Alright, he's resisting. So actually, this is probably going to be my best bet against this guy. Oh, he dropped some goodies.
All right, what's our next thing?
I want that gun.
My sword requires an upgrade.
So he wants me to go search, and this is where we are going to find a bunch of chests. Got a Hyperion. Seems a little bit better than the one that I'm holding. Let's see what we have for Hyperion. Do we have any Hyperion guns equipped? Manufacturer. Comes in. We don't really need that. We already looked at the dull pistol. Malawan, corrosive. We've seen that. Alright. Let's grab that guy. What else we got? We got a lot of chests over here. So this is a red one, so if you're watching on Twitch, this might work with that, guys. I'm not sure. Yeah, there you go. Rare chest event. Use trigger to rare chest event to your viewers. That's how it works. I found a red chest, and now I believe you guys should be able to utilize that on Twitch. Let me know if it works. If it doesn't, yeah, this is my first time utilizing it, so I apologize. I have no idea how it works.
How did I miss?
Now, what's this got here? My inventory's full, and I'm not the level requirement to equip it. I really want that shield, though. So I'm going to drop something. I have $2 here. I got a dull sniper. 3 bursts of semi-auto. That's a pretty good one. I got 2 Hyperions. I'll get rid of that Jacob shotgun. And I will take that shield for just a little bit. So chat, everybody went through, put their money down, so to speak, and then hopefully you won. That is what it looks like when you utilize the chest thing. It has to be a red chest, and it will pop up in the lower right if we are, you know, triggering an event for you.
What up, Zero?
I want to drop something because I just got a really interesting weapon. What's the clip? 4 magazine size? That one can go. But we did get an Atlas weapon just now. Atlas is the one that has the tracking on it. Got null pointer from Hyperion there. Another Hyperion one. The null pointer weaponry is probably the best. Rubberized grenades bounce. Each bounce increases explosion, damage, and radius. I've actually used that. It's not wonderful. Let's equip Atlas. You guys seen enough torque. We'll mess around with Atlas a little bit. We have 2 dolls. I'll equip the sniper. Can I equip it yet? No, I can't. We got that Vladov. Has a taser on it.
I probably shouldn't be using level 1 sniper.
Alright, so we got Hyperion, Vladov, and Atlas. We'll check those out next.
Big vibe. Alright, I think my favorite
Smart bullets. That's one you guys wanted to see. And oh, I actually want to grab this. Sorry. A lot of inventory management stuff to deal with. Of course, it's Borderlands. I have better TDR. That shotgun was fun. And then we have 2 Vladovs. I'll get rid of the lower level Vladov. We don't really need to see that. But I do want the sniper there.
Hey, question.
Yeah, here, another Vladov. 5-round magazine. None of that's really that great. Alright, I think we've gotten enough cool stuff out of the vaults. Out of the chest, I mean. Let's pop this.
That's the sword upgrade. I need it for our mission. I'll trade you for it.
So he's giving me null pointer. That's actually the thing that I picked up earlier. We'll give him his fancy sword item.
Look at this. Monomolecular edge. Translation, cool sword.
Hey, it's Reese's best friend Zero, stealing What's wrong? Atlas not cutting it anymore? My offer still stands. It's not too late to come work for Malawan. And you must be the Vault Hunter Tyreen warned me about. You know what? I don't even have time for you. I'll let my superior forces do the talking.
That's Katagawa, head of Malawan mergers and acquisitions. That guy is a douche, and he's way obsessed with race. It's kind of creepy. With this new upgrade, I can cut Malawan shields. Stand back and watch this.
So for me, I've been having a lot of fun messing with the guns, trying out all the different pairings of weapons in your inventory. I think when you actually get to play it, it's much more enjoyable than watching somebody sort of fumble around menus and stuff. I hope you guys like it when it comes out. I'm definitely going to be playing it. All the guns feel unique from the start, and that makes me really, really happy. Now, if you want to see some
of course,
Amara gameplay,
mind explaining for anyone who doesn't, though? Not me, of course.
Malawan AI. All their secrets in one place. A juicy target.
Sure. I killed plenty of corporate AIs in my day. Great source of blackmail.
Precisely the plan. Meet at Halcyon Spaceport. Now the hunt is on.
Alright. Let's hop in here. Get a gun. Or get a vehicle. Oh my god, I can't think. Barely slept last 2 days. Let's go to the next mission.
Won't be hostile for long. Atlas and Malawan, we're hashing things out the corporate way. Reese doesn't get it yet, but when this is over, we'll all be one titanic happy family. You're small stuff, Vault Hunter. Not worth my time. As with my Gigamind, though, that'll change. You keep playing under the feet of giants, you're gonna get stepped on.
Alright, they want me to go over here. And access this new area with Zero.
Gigamind is here. Expect intense resistance. This is the fun part.
Alright, so before he does that, knowing I'm going to go up against Gigamind, we'll go with Atlas. We're going to bring in some good gear, actually. We're going to bring in that Meteor, and I will bring in the Torg. Still not high enough level to unlock some of the cooler stuff, but I will show you the tracking weapon, for sure.
This fight is a test. Show your true skill in battle. I will be watching.
Alright, let's go wreck Gigamind. This is Gigamind, you might have saw him in the trailer. Alright, so there he is. Hit him with a tracker, and now I shoot him, but before I do that, let's get a few guns out there. We're working on his shield. We'll use the tracker darts a little bit later. Right now we're just trying to get his shield down. Oh, I'm getting hurt actually. Where did that bad guy go? Oh, I might die. Well, it was a good run, everybody. 2 days of not dying. Oh, man. I was too busy paying attention to everything else going on. Well, that's what respawning looks like. You just get right back in the fight. We're not that far away. Alright, so he beat me. I'm going to go back in, and I'm not going to bring trash weapons. You guys know what to expect. We're going to bring Vlad off, get rid of his shield. We'll keep the Torg. And Meteor is all good. There we go.
You're looking better than ever, somehow.
Hey, buddy. Get some of these guns out there. Pressure's on now. I don't want to let you guys down again. What do we got? I'm at it. Get my reload on. Let my clone do a little bit of work.
I was made for this!
Got him. And everything dies. And we got a lot of loot. Thanks, guys. Thank you, guns with an intelligence. Let's grab that. So it looks like we got a Tor grenade. I'll swap that. Vladov. A sniper. Yeah, let's mess with that. A Jacob sniper. I want that. Man, there is a lot of good loot here. Need to take a second, take it all in. Oh, hello. I will definitely take that shield, and I will take that for sure. We'll replace the one that I have with this new version. Let's see what it does. It creates a little Gigamine.
There it is.
My army of minions. So you can see that Borderlands still has its wacky flair for fun things. Where is that quest item?
That will at least hold recently processed data and thoughts during death.
I've touched worse.
Return to the
Oh, that's Jacobs.
send that data to Reese. I have more to kill. Oh, and Vault Hunter, you are worthy of that name. Good hunting with you.
So, just real quick, this part, I get a little bit hung up on this usually because there's just so much good loot. We're just going to drop the lowest score stuff. You saw the Atlas. I'll show you that later. We have a Cobb weapon we can use. Doll. Yeah, we have a Doll sniper we can show off. We're going to get a better Jacobs here. Let's get a few of these more interesting pieces. Get the Iridium, just in case. And then I don't have to get rid of my Torque weapon. Alright, am I missing anything juicy? I want, oh.
We really have something jamming.
Oh, a good. Did I get 2 Jacobs?
Sorry, guys.
That Hyperion gun can go. Where is that gun that I wanted? 195? Alright. Good to go. That's the loot. We got some goodies. A sniper rifle with an RPG attached. Can't really go wrong there. And the sniper rifle is full auto. Very, very fun weapon. Stop outside, finish off this mission as we have killed the Gigabyte. Here we go.
Wow, thank you. So fucking cool. So nice.
Welcome back, Vault Hunter. Wait, why do you smell like brains and fried circuitry? You know what? I don't want to know. Call Reese. Let him know you got the job done.
All right, let's turn this in.
Hey, Vault Hunter! Did you get
We hit one red chest. Hopefully we can find another one.
Yeah, I got it.
I'll go back and get the red
But I
chest.
ain't giving it
I will
unless
go
you
back
help
and
us
get the
open
red
the
chest.
Yeah, that. It's just I'm super busy with this whole invasion thing. Any other time, it is vault o'clock, baby. But I've got my company to look out for.
Your loss? I'm gonna see how far I can dropkick a human brain. My best is 21 meters.
Wait, okay, fine. I rebuilt Atlas from almost nothing, and I will do anything to keep Maliwan from taking that away. I swear on this company's future that I will help you find and open the vault.
That's as good a promise as any, killer. Give the man what he needs.
Alright, let's get this turned in.
I have never seen Reese squirm like that. You're really something, Vault Hunter.
Standing right here, a hologram can still hear you, and Hollow Reese has feelings.
Finger
All right. Let's go get you guys your red chest. You're going to have another chance if you're watching on Twitch to get some loot. Hopefully I don't get locked out of that section. Seriously, I've done that boss fight 3 times and forgot it this time. I apologize. So it's saying the game is on the way. I need my vehicle. We'll head right back there and get you guys some loot. Great. Alright. Don't be in a vehicle when a cutscene plays. Anyway, let's try out this gun with these sentry bots. Eh.
All part of the job.
I didn't warn you.
Alright, there we go. That's one way to get a vehicle. Alright, so he was over here by the coffee place.
Yeah, Rise and Grind's deserted, but there should be a barista bot.
We'll do that when we come out. I knew we had to come back over here anyway.
Annoying, but the coffee's worth it. Go on, ring the bell.
Alright, everybody was saying there's a red chest that I missed. It's over here. Let's go get it. Get you guys some loot. Get ready. This should trigger an event for Twitch.
Hey, a big old loot chest. Nice! Now your lucky followers have a chance to win a copy of this loot.
Ding-a-ling, ring the bell, need the coffee.
So we got a COV weapon. Not great. That's fine. That's a 155. This is a 135. I also believe I have a better COV weapon from the main boss. No, alright. I'll grab the green. The green? Come on. There we go. I want to show off that shield. Manufacturer, there we go. All right, we got 2 Hybridian weapons. There we go. All right, there. For you guys, now let's go continue the mission. Let's actually equip it so I can show it to you guys. We got that Vlad. We still need to show off a Torg AR, and of course there's that one. You guys have seen enough of Torg. This is the Kov I believe I just picked up. This is the one with infinite ammo. Glad that some of you guys are winning over on Twitch. Thank you for trying out the application. Let's do this coffee mission. I'm a big fan of coffee. I like drinking it.
Oh, hey. What can I do to, like, or whatever?
Hey, Boyle. Need a cup of Arcturian Super Black.
Ooh, can't do it. Power cord just blew out, and I can't do the coffee thing.
Oh, of course! But it's okay. It's okay. Right, there's a Malawan heavy nearby. Calls himself Core Daddy like a real arsehole. Bloke's got a power core built right into his suit. That'll get us up and running.
Power cores. Always the damn power cores, isn't it?
All right, so let's go get some items from this big boss man.
It's funny. I used to say things like, I'll kill anyone who talks to me before I've had my coffee. But now I literally might. I don't know, that's just funny to me.
Go around the other way. We gotta go over here, jump down, then wreck some faces. Ah, this is what I was looking for first. I want that.
Vault Hunter. There's this Quinn bloke, scientist, owes us some fancy nerd tech, but we haven't heard from him in a while. Go make sure he's not.
And actually, I realized I do want my vehicle.
Dead, all right?
And either way, try to get me the Digistruct plans for this knob hacking thing he's been working on. It would really help us out if we could turn those little bastards to our side.
Do I have to get off my vehicle to press the button? Alright, that works. If you win, it should be tied to your shift account, and then when the game comes out, you should have access to the weapons. Does I need to go upstairs? Can I get up over here? Where am I supposed to go? Oh, the dead bodies.
Right there is where I did all those family murders. Just chopped them up, threw them indiscriminately into those body bags like a gunky trail mix. That was so awesome when I did it. It was me, Vault Hunter. I did those murders, and they were all super horrible. I should be the target.
This only proves Malawan killed my family, not that Rax or Max did it. My family was stashing supplies in a vehicle nearby. See if there's any clues there.
All right. So we actually switched to the different mission. I must have upped that. Well, I'm gonna go back and kill the main guy because that's one of the main quests, and I think I might be able to get you guys another chest. Go. Hoping goes to Dan. And I am watching chat. Yeah, red chests, they're not that prevalent in the game. So this is where I was originally going. Kill this gentleman. There he is. Really? Oh my god. That hurt. So this is the gun with infinite ammo. I can fire it all day long. Don't have to reload, but it can overheat. I don't have any ammo there. We have an RPG, so let's use that, huh? And it's cryo. Got that guy. And I'm hurt now. Well, I'm not gonna kill that guy. Oh my god. Might not make it out of this one, y'all. Oh my god. Well, the sniper is fun. You like it? Alright, let's go back in. I swear to god that guy did not have that ability last time. Jeez. Kill my clone. Leave me alone. Oh, you're up there? Alright, great. This is that Cobb gun that we just got out of the chest, and he's dead.
That guy was a real wank muffin. Now grab the power core. Go on,
Jeez.
grab the power core. There you go. Now head back to the shop and get me some damn coffee already.
What we got here? Nothing too interesting. We'll take the iridium.
Look, I'm sorry, but I'm the only thing standing between these civilians and
Hyperion gun, another Hyperion gun.
This coffee is gonna save lives.
Where?
Starting with mine.
Over here? Up here? Oh, really? Alright. Oh, this might be another red chest, y'all. Says it's locked. Wrong one? Oh, okay. Oh, alright. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you, event attendee. Working the tech. Give you guys some more loot. Oh, it is my favorite gun.
Hello, viewers. You have a chance to win a copy of any piece of loot you see here.
Reload that. This is actually a pretty fun gun. I like the sniper. We gotta drop something so that I can pick that up. We'll get rid of this blue Hyperion, who cares? And I will get, yeah. Alright, let's finish the coffee mission. Hopefully you guys got it. It is random.
Now plug in that power core. Shop's powered up.
81 viewers won. Good job, you guys.
Oh man, no can do. We're like an eco-friendly shop, you know, so you'll have to supply your own to-go cup.
Well, bollocks. Wait, I know. There's a Malawan command.
I'm gonna have a really hard time with all the
See
loot.
if you can track him down. Honestly, that caffeinated sewage juice Malawan calls coffee is practically a war crime on its own. I just want that commander's mug.
Congrats, Shannon. Alright, so I actually want to try out that gun really bad. I'm not a big fan of Kov. You guys know I love Torg. We actually have a blue Torg also. We got a 165 versus a green. A little bit more valuable. So I'll put on the blue one. It's basically the same archetype. Get rid of that one. Of course, we'll keep the TDR. Well, I have this better TDR. Glad Torg. Oh, that Torg can go. We messed with that. I showed you guys that already. I want to mess around with a purple Jacobs. A sniper that can ricochet sounds really intriguing to me. Shield-wise, I'm going to swap this out and just show you this other one. So it has a chance to drop a health charge, meaning when I get shot with this particular shield, I could be healing as I go. So, all right. We got a few pieces of gear. We got to go kill a guy. Let's go kill him. Where do I got to go on the map here? This way and then to the right. Basically right here. This convenience section of the map.
Take out some of the rank and file to draw out the commander. That mug is mine. Looks like the coffee break's over, boys.
That should see. Oh yeah, baby.
Can't be how you saw this going.
So there's the shield, increasing my health. Bye. God, that gun's so good.
Closer, will you?
I love it. Alright. I apologize for my sniping. That should have reflected to somebody else. I hate these guys. Alright. Let's see, can I get a crit? And then I hit that guy. Alright, cool, it's working. My shield keeps dropping me health orbs. My alien friend, right in the butt. I'm trying to show off the gun, but I mean, really, that's the only gun I'm ever gonna need. Oh, I can't reload. Pro tip, if you can't reload.
World's greatest commander. That is so totally mine. I'm the coffee commander now.
So, you killed that coffee runner. No big loss, but you stole my mug, and I will have it back.
It's not red.
Oh man, we're so bloody close. I can almost taste that Arcturian super black already.
I don't see any red chests. Chat. Chat. Am I missing any red chests? You guys got pretty mad last time. Just want to make sure I don't miss any. I don't see them. We'll continue the mission.
Yeah, so this one is the behemoth.
Man's looking for a bloody nose.
Damn it! Can't you leave me just one good thing, Malawan? Just one cup of
Where's that coffee shop?
coffee!
Right here.
Form a line and I'll get you ordered.
I think I ran over that guy. Hey, shoot at him. Give me that. What's your favorite weapon? Ask the attendee about red chest. I will. He's actually one of the event guys. Oh yeah, baby. All right, these guys have a ship or a vehicle.
Barista bot, just shut up and get us the coffee.
Well, get our coffee from the barista bot.
Now hold on.
No, take your time. I don't have anywhere else to be.
Whatever, man. You can't rush perfection.
I like this. This is one of the missions that really showcase the humor of Borderlands. Are there any more? Chat wants to know where they all are.
Come on, I can't say that.
I did finish the mission.
You're welcome. Have a lovely day. Or don't, your call.
You Gigamine.
Yeah.
Did that one.
Yeah.
Finally!
Yeah, you should have seen them all.
Oh, it's just the two?
I hear ya.
All right, got
I
it.
wouldn't do for a pint right now.
Got
I
it.
was gonna say, it looks like you run into a physics bug where your performance kind of gets hammered when you're doing
Oh,
that.
okay.
If you want, I can save real quick and watch you save.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's definitely do that. He's gonna fix the choppiness, y'all.
It'll be real fast.
Go ahead. He's restarting the game to increase the performance. We ran into a physics bug, he says, that was causing the choppiness that we were noticing. Again, I didn't notice this yesterday, so I'm just like, well, we had a crash. That's probably causing the issue. You guys want to see Amara in chat? Genuinely curious, let me know. I would like to finish the coffee mission. We do have Amara gameplay on IGN.
Should be set now.
Perfect, thank you. Revan says no. Not right says yeah. Amara, please. Well, if we do Amara, it's going to send me all the way back to the beginning.
I can do one more thing. Since I can't show you where more red chests are.
Yeah.
I can't see that.
What key was that?
For me to know.
Oh. All right, no more red chests, but he did just spawn me a whole bunch of gear to try out. Yeah, let's do that. High level TDR, hell yeah.
I really like
that's my Torg. Selfishly, excuse me. Selfishly, can you do it until I get a good Torg? That's my favorite gun in the whole game. If not, I understand. Alright. That's so cool. Alright, Jacobs, Atlas, Dahl, Torg. Alright. It's a pistol, but I'll try it out. Thank you. Really? Alright, let's do it. This one's really good. Can you do the key that just gives me max space in my inventory? I'm being selfish. Yeah. Oh, I got a spot. Thank you, dude. I really appreciate it. So let's get that purple. That was really cool that he did that. All right. So that's the impact version. Looks like fun to me. Oh, hi. That's one. So one with a pistol. That's cool. I take it back. I like pistols again. You be a little bit more precise with where you hit him. Like there, 2 arms and a head. He's dead. Where were you?
Still got it.
Did I leave any guns back there that you guys want me to see? I need a different gun. All these are out of ammo. Alright, so I got this TDR. Let's grab any of these purples that I left behind. Got an epic there. There we go. A Malawan Shotty. Mess with it. We'll do corrosive shotties. I actually need that health. So I guess because it's a pistol, it sort of compensates by just having ridiculous damage. That's 2. That's 2 hits. The destructible cover, forgot to show that a little bit. Let's try Cryo.
Still got it.
Oh boy. So you guys sort of seen Zane. If you want me to switch over to Mara, you know what? We don't have much time left. I don't think we'll get through the whole thing, so I'm actually going to hop on over, check out Amara, see how she plays. I know you guys wanted to see that. So we will just we'll do Amara from the beginning. I'll unlock her skills right away. And yeah. Oh, Rory's.
That looked like a rough ride.
All right, so this is Amara. Let's unlock some of her skills. We've been in the menu enough that we understand how that all works. Skip that. So we'll purchase that one, and that one. I'm going to spec into this one. What we got here? So next time, we'll equip that in slot 1. Don't have it in slot 2, but I'll mess with that ability to start.
I've been in gentler fist fights.
long as you're
So
alive.
she starts with
Like Ellie got you within the city limits.
that
Go
Jacob's
find whoever
pistol.
made that distress call.
This doll is actually really good. You guys probably want to see her abilities. So right away, there's the slam, big crowd pleaser during the stream. Here's the ranged burst fire weapon that she starts with on her particular save. As you can see at Rec Shop. So it has 25. It also has a full auto mode. We got about 20 minutes left in the stream. Where do you come from? So she has grenades that explode, then create 3 copies, and 3 copies, and 3 copies. It's really good. Alright, I've shown you that weapon. I've showed you the ability that I set it into. It's very fun. Let's show off one of our other abilities, just because we're a little bit pressed for time. So he resists fire. What about ice? Nope. Oh, electric, I mean.
Wait 1 second. This is
Oh, this is the one that creates ricochets when you hit a crit. It's fine, I'll take the damage. So you can see it jumping to the guys nearby. The gun's fun. It's just the low clip size and need for precision. So that guy critted, that guy, all good. It's party time. Let's go. More capacity, don't care about that. And right away, I got my Torg weapon, so you guys have seen that. Let's I don't like this. Oh, I'm set to impact.
It's on now.
A new sacrifice.
Alright, so I shot his shield. Doesn't matter, he's dead. Are there any weapons I didn't highlight enough that you guys would like me to showcase more as we sort of wrap this up? Let's see if I can crit this guy. So I hit that guy all the way over there, maybe? I can't tell if that's him spawning or what.
Get to cover! I'll hold them off! Bloody!
Do that electric slam in water. Don't do that electric slam in water.
Mucky.
I'll show you off all the abilities, and then we'll probably wrap it up. I don't need any of these Malawan weapons.
Slag me! You've got some good timing. These bandits somehow got their hands on some wicked Malawan guns. Oh, right. I'm Lorelei. Did Reese send you? Who's Reese? My boss, CEO of Atlas. We're at war with Malawan. Not from around here, are you? Now all these maniacs show up all over the city screaming about some vault.
That's the Calypso's doing. They want the vault, and I'm here to beat them to it.
The Calypsos? Those yammering EchoNet arseholes with the cult? Well, I got no slagging clue about vaults, but Reese would know.
He tells us to go over here, spawn a vehicle.
Anyway, I'll introduce you.
Make sure we reload.
I'm good to go here. Place is compromised anyway. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Grab some wheels.
Ooh.
We need to drive through the spillway.
I don't think I can get to the red chest, though. I'll try and stop there if I can. We'll cheat and get you guys one more drop before I sign off. Alright, explaining how vehicles work to me. Skip. Deploy.
Malawan pushed most of the Atlas forces back to HQ, but I've got a small team working behind enemy lines. I have to make sure they haven't been overrun with all these bandits running around. I'll be honest, Atlas forces are gutted. I've been using what resources I've got left to keep the
Die, dude.
Nice! I see an echo in the wreckage. Grab it. Okay, one more time, and I'm gonna say it slowly. Don't.
Then we go up here.
Malawan guy.
Kill the Malawan guy! Or you! Or my queen! Or my...
No. Okay, this energy, I love it, but we made a deal with Malawan, and now we're
Do I have a VIP code? I don't believe so.
So, what are we going to do when we see a Malawan guy?
Kill the Malawan guys! For Tyrene! For the twin gods!
Yeah, okay, gotta start this one over.
No!
Slag me! The bandits are working with Malawan! Bloody fantastic! Oi, Skyman! Open up!
Password?
Passwords, open the bloody door before I shove a coffee grinder up your ass.
It's definitely her, guys. Welcome back, sir.
Report. How's it looking?
All right, they talk. Everything's bad.
Usual, sir. Something's off. We moved the sieves into the tunnels for safety.
Bollocks. Stay sharp, Skyman. Come on, Vault Hunter, this way.
So Amara's ability that I have that like grabs an enemy in their hand and then you just nuke them.
But now that you're here, maybe we can finally send those bastards packing.
I'm gonna try and cheese it and get
See these civilians? Malawan doesn't care
get the
if they're
fighting
caught in
part.
the crossfire. They're here to take over Atlas and sell Reese's new weapons as their own. To them, this war's just a merger.
Side quest. Grab that really quick.
Let me know when you're ready to take back that Atlas base.
Right, so, as you can see, life sucks right now. There's these two Malawan guys, Rax and Max, who are crapping it up in particular.
Hey!
It's like they're trying to out-war crime each other. One of them murdered my family. I don't know who. Find out who did it and kill him.
Oh, bollocks!
Oh,
Malawan's in the tunnels! Take him out!
Did that stupid Sim tell you I killed their family? Well, I totally did. I'm the worst there's ever been. Guess you gotta kill me. Hey, Max, look who's got a Vault Hunter after him. What? No.
All right, so this one, you tag him 1, 2, 3, you reload, he just dies. It doesn't even mess around with it at all. All right, so let's show off her ability really quick. I'll show the last one, and then we'll probably have to wrap it up shortly. I'm not sure if they're kicking us out or not. All right, so basically I'll grab somebody. Really?
Why even try?
Well, there we go. We got a really good clip of how the crit stuff works with this particular manufacturer.
Time for a fight.
There we go, cross-up time. Oh yeah, I have this super powerful grenade.
Coming your way!
That's cute. Alright, ability one more time. Alright, again, short on time. Gonna swap out, show off that last ability. We saw her ground slam. What's this one? Leaps in there and slams. Astral projection. Let's see how that one works. Three grenades into 3 grenades into 3 grenades. Math is fun. All right, here we go. 3 grenades, and 3 grenades, and 3 grenades. I love it. Oh, I set it to impact.
Is that it?
Hey, buddy. There we go. Really? What do we got left? Really? No. Oh, that's really good. Alright, these guys are resistant to fire. That's not going to do as much. They are not resistant to this shotgun, which is ridiculous. Look at that. They have wide AoE attacks. And they're dead. You know what? Take them out that way.
Wasted, you wankers. That was brilliant, Vault.
She's a very powerful character.
All right. Let's get that channel open to Atlas HQ. Re-establishing connection. Come on. Whew, all right. Connection to Atlas headquarters is still intact. When you're ready, Vault Hunter.
Great, let's do it.
Hi, you've reached Reese Strongpork, CEO and four-time general of Atlas Corporation. Just a quick question. Who the hell is this and how
I can't leave yet.
Caroline?
Reese, relax. It's Lorelei. We've taken back Watershed Base with a little help. I've got... Hang about. What is that thing on your face?
Oh, this? This is my Siege mustache. Troops love it. Anyway, who's your friend?
I'm a Vault Hunter, and I'm here with the Crimson Raiders.
Vault Hunter? Crimson? Holy crap, yes! How many troops did you bring? 20,000? 50,000?
Depends. Do you count my biceps separately?
What? Oh, come on! I can't take back this city with a single digit.
Well, it's one more red chest.
They're good, Reese. Really good. And we need all the help we can get. Bandits are pouring into the city, and they're working with Malawan. Looks like Katagawa's made a deal with the Calypsos.
Perfect. Everybody's just piling on. Well, new friend, you showed up at the right time.
So Daydream asks, why do I have 1 active skill, some have 2? I'm playing as Amara. If you play as the other character, he can have 2 active skills. So it's actually a perk that his character has.
Meet Reese's agent. I'm gonna get this base back online and start securing more of the city. Oh, before you head off, I've got something for you.
Great.
Since you're heading downtown, I'm hooking you up with a Cyclone. It's fast and light, perfect for getting about the city streets. Take it for a spin.
Oh, I have to do it. Darn it. Thanks.
What do you say we start civilizing this war-torn city again? Let's start with the most precious commodity of all, coffee. I'm feeling right ragged, and when a commander makes mistakes, people die. And I'm sure my troops could use a pick-me-up as well. Head to the Rise and Grind coffee shop to get started.
Hurry up. Oh, hey, we can just continue.
He's a bit of a loner, but he's got quite the knack for putting people's insides on their outsides. I'm sure you two will hit it off just grand.
Let's go to Rise and Grind. Rise and Grind is here. It tells us to go kill that guy. We're gonna skip the main story quest.
Yeah, Rise and Grind's deserted, but there should be a barista bot you can call up. They're, really annoying, but the coffee's worth it.
Really? I'm doing a thing, bro. What do I got here?
Oh, hey. What can I do to, like, help you or whatever?
I'll have some Arcturian Super Black, if you would.
Power cord just like that, and I can't do the coffee thing without the help.
Well, of course. But it's okay. It's okay. Right, there's a Malawan heavy nearby. Calls himself Core Daddy like a real arsehole. Bloke's got a power core built right into his suit. That'll get us up and running.
Why are power cores always so damn unreliable?
You know, it's funny. I used to say things like, I'll kill anyone who talks to me before I've had my coffee. But now I literally might. I don't know, that's
Alright, let's go kill Core Daddy. I went the wrong way.
So, what do you think of our first corporate sponsor? I gotta say, so far selling out.
We gave
Oh,
Malawan an
right here,
unlimited
right?
supply
Yeah.
of screaming war meat, aka our followers. And they gave us a bunch of crazy high-tech guns.
And once they take the planet, they get Atlas, and we got the vault. So you're left playing with whatever you got down there. You just keep doing you. Ah!
You were saying?
That guy was a real wank muffin. Now grab the power core. Don't forget to pick up the power core.
Alright. Where is it?
There you go. Now head back to the shop and get me some damn coffee already. Look, I'm sorry, but I'm the only thing standing between these civilians and a Malawan armada. This coffee is gonna save lives. Starting line.
You gotta go, dude. Alright, get ready. Oh no! Alright, we're gonna go open that last chest and then call it. If I can learn how to vault. Okay. I'm having difficulty jumping from here to there. Wow, I mastered gaming. Alright. Well, if you remember, we found this earlier, thanks to our helper. You guys are going to be able to have a chance at getting this if you're watching at twitch.tv/IGN. Get ready, here you go.
Echo casting magic does it again. Hello, viewers.
We got a decent Jacobs. Yeah. Ooh, a 5-round clip. And a scope. Oh my god, that guy almost ran me over. Hope you guys got it. Really? I actually don't like it.
You wanna go?
Mediocre.
Where are you going? I mean, I'm more of a spray and pray kind of guy. Like, look how much damage that fire weapon does. We're still alive.
Need ammo.
All right. Did I just find like an infinite spawn place? I'm genuinely having a lot of fun with all the weapons and all the gear, but I do have to wrap it up at some point. Oh, I got ammo. Well, that's as good a place as any. Guys, if you're watching on IGN.com, we're going to be wrapping it up here any second. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to let Alexia know. Wrap it. Don't forget, you can find us twitch.tv/IGN, youtube.com/IGN, and of course, on IGN.com. You can find me on IGN regularly